Brown. Looks like it's just me. Hey, we got one watching. Hello, whoever you are. I'm just gonna make an ass of myself on the guitar until people start showing up. Exciting Friday night plan. Not me. What's up, truck man? Hop on in if you want, dude. I'm all alone. Nobody showed up, so. Three watching. Somebody get in here, damn it. Hey, somebody showed up. What's up, Peaches?
Hey,
Hey, yo.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, my mic is like way down there. I will change that.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
Oh, that's much better.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you up to?
Nothing. I was bored. I didn't see anyone streaming anymore, so I figured I'd start one, but nobody showed up.
Aw, poor Prairie.
Mm-hmm. Sad face.
Sad face. Give you a sad face. I'll smack you upside your head.
Well, don't threaten me with a good time.
You're so stupid.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Well, I saw Truckman over there in the chat.
Yeah, he said he's
Why
gonna
isn't
hop
he
in.
here? Huh?
Dead Not says Scouse wasn't even hanging out in his own stream. I didn't know Scouse was streaming.
Neither did I. Oh, the magical one.
So I'm splashing all over the place. That's just stupid.
That was one hell of a stream.
Now I'm all wet.
Oh, you're all wet.
Mm. How you doing, Dead Knot? Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I didn't even know.
Well, he
I
set
didn't know the Scouts was having a stream.
yeah he set something up like a long time ago, but he never did go live.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 6 hours ago. He said talk to me, but he never went live. So I don't know. What's up, Fletch Dinah? Good to see I'm not the only one bored on a Friday. So what you been
Yeah,
getting up to, Peaches?
I'm nothing. I'm innocent.
Uh-huh.
No, I swear, Scout's honor.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, I believe you. I really
yeah,
do.
promise.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you me. I
I'll
know what that
mm-hmm.
means.
It means I agree with you.
No, it doesn't. It's sarcastic.
See,
See?
see.
See?
Oh, who popped in? How's it going there, Dead Knot?
Doing good, yourself?
No,
Oh, what are you
fan-friggin-tastic.
drinking?
Big Spruce Kitchen Party Ale.
Oh.
Nice. And there goes my camera. Damn it. Aha.
Oh. Haha.
So how's life in the prairies, Prairie?
Oh, it's getting better. It's still too cold to ride, but it's spring's almost here.
I saw a guy out at 7 this morning, +1 and snowing, on my drive to work. There was a guy out on his bike, pulled into a Tim's, and I was like, he's nuts.
Mm.
Where are you?
I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, so basically go to Maine and keep going east.
Keep going east.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the other side. Way west.
I used to live out that way, but now I'm not.
I never did get that far east. Farthest east I've been is Quebec.
I'm sorry.
You know
I
what?
do want to hit
hear
the
you
East Coast
guys-
someday, though.
Oh, come on out. We got the Cabot Trail.
Yep, there you go.
What is wrong with Quebec?
It's full of French people.
Pretty much, yeah. The last few times I've had to drive, being military, I've moved across Canada a bunch of times, and we make a point of stopping just before the border each time, and then driving all the way through in a single day, so we don't have to stop there.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
So go back almost 20 years, and we were passing through, and our 7-year-old son was trying to ask the waitress where the bathroom was at a restaurant. Because he wasn't asking in French, they were ignoring him.
God.
Wow.
But if they thought, that's because they knew he was Canadian. If they thought he was American, they would have spoken English to him, no problem.
Really?
So we had a breakdown on our move, and so the wife and kids, who speak no French, were staying at the hotel while I was running around trying to get repairs done. Then I find out that the hotel had kicked them out of the room, and they were sitting out in front all day.
Jesus.
What?
So I finally get a hold of my wife, and she was like, "Tell me this." I'm like, "Can you please put the front desk of the hotel on the phone, please?" And I flew into them in both official Canadian languages, and the problem was solved in about a minute.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll actually go through the states if I have to take my time. I go through the states.
Well, yeah, I would too. Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, Prairie. If you come out to Nova Scotia, like the Cabot Trail, and there's like it's a hidden gem out here. It's just smaller than the BC Rockies, but the riding, the cornering, is identical.
There you go.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
I've done both coasts, so I can. I'm one of the few people who can say I've lived on both ends of the Canada, so I know the mountain roads on both ends.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, someday. Got a lot of places I want to see.
Well, I'm making a point. I retire next year, and I'm going to make a point of seeing everything I haven't.
That's a lot of shit.
You'd be surprised. I've actually seen a lot already.
There you go.
Having moved coast to coast 3 times, or is it 4? I've traveled through Canada, States. I've been to all Canadian provinces and territories, and probably 20 some odd states. So,
Damn.
yeah. So my wife and I are planning retirement for next year, and just gonna have fun with it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bells Rides. How you doing, girl? Any of you guys want to hop in, by all means.
Yeah, come hang out with the Hugh Hefner of Canada.
That's right. I'm glad somebody finally showed up because I was just sitting by myself playing guitar.
Yeah, but I was kind of enjoying the music for a while, but you seem bored, so
A little bit.
I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so I enjoy it when other people try to play.
Yeah, I'm not very good, but I try and I have fun.
Yeah. Same with Filthy, but he's having fun with it.
Yeah, there you go. Haven't seen him around in a minute.
He's been complaining about his job a fair bit and stuff like that. So I think when he gets complaining about his job, he gets a little depressed and just doesn't just goes a different direction, I think.
Yeah. Well, there is the whole winter blues thing up in Canada too.
And yeah, and Edmonton, yeah, he's where he is it's kind of miserable. Because when I lived in Edmonton, he and I got together quite often.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know he was really gung ho for setting up the Canadian Moto Meetup this year, I guess in Edmonton. And I don't know, I haven't heard anything about it lately, so not too sure what's going on.
I don't know, next time I'm chatting with him, I'll ask about it. But because I'm taking most of August off, so maybe I'll pop out. But I don't get fired from my job until the 30th of July, so.
And then the good times roll.
Yeah. My boss thinks it's funny because I'm a friend on Facebook with him. So I comment about being fired this summer and he laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey.
That should be the hiccups.
What happened?
Look at the hiccups.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, beer causes that with me, but I just drink more beer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, as well. Gotta drink something.
And I'm out a lot of scotch, so until tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm out of scotch for the next year.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I keep scotch on hand at all times normally. It's sort of my celebration of cancer drink, and I have I ran out because a friend, I had dinner with him the other night, who had a testicle removed.
Oh,
Yeah, due to cancer.
God damn.
So yeah, that you go for a guy for wings, and I can talk about my cancer. He talks about his, and I came home and drank a lot of scotch.
There you go. Yeah, the last time I bought a bottle of scotch, I drank the whole thing on a stream. It was
Yeah.
not pretty.
Was that the one that you didn't turn off the stream after you kind of passed out?
No, that was a different one.
Okay, because I remember coming into a stream where it was like still going and nobody was there.
Well, no, that's when he took his meds and he fell asleep.
Yeah, I was trying to say goodnight, and like a couple of guys were in there and they were having a good conversation. They were just going, and I'm like, yeah, screw it. So I just took off my shit and went to sleep.
Yep. Well, hey, it works, right?
Yeah, they kept going for like a half hour after too.
Yeah, and then I guess they must have shut it. YouTube must have shut the stream down because I got up because I'm in Halifax. So I'm like, you're on Alberta time right now, or 1 hour off Alberta time?
I'm on with Alberta time now.
Yeah, so you're 3 hours behind me. So I got up in the morning. You were still live at like 8 in the morning Halifax time.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, and
Yeah, YouTube usually shuts it down after 8 hours.
yeah,
Maybe
maybe
they
that's
do,
why they shut it down. But no, it was entertaining, and but that makes me wonder, how's your view time doing and stuff like that? You posted an update a while back, and I'm curious because you're going for the 4,000 hours.
Yeah, I got 1,200 hours to go yet.
So you're actually doing really good then.
Yeah, I was killing it before, and then I guess this kind of got people to twig on. So now everybody and their dog is doing
a live
multiple
stream.
streams. Some people are doing them like every day. So I went to one a week,
Yeah.
and I always do Mondays, but this one, I don't know, no one else seemed to be on, so I figured why not.
Yeah, I thought Rotobrash was going to do one tonight, but I haven't heard from him, so...
Yeah, I
Last
emailed
I
him.
heard, he went to the store at 6 o'clock, and then I haven't heard from him since, and I'm like, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. To me, the challenge I find as a spectator, because that's what I consider myself, mostly a lurker, is a lot of live streams. If they don't advertise in advance for people to plan on going, you never know when they're coming up, so you can't plan for it. Today's society, you got to plan.
That's true. Yeah, I found that even with my tiny viewership, that if I do a couple of posts letting people know about it, that definitely I have bigger numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been getting pretty consistent, though. It's almost like every day there's a different person doing a live stream out of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been
but
pretty
that's
good.
the interesting piece is you say that because the group, as a guy who's not in the group and just a lurker in a bunch of different groups,
Yeah, but if you're subbed to a lot of motovloggers, I mean, one of them is going to pop up, they're live on your feed.
yeah, but I'm not a sub for sub guy. I'll sub someone that I see in a live stream. I'll watch them for a few weeks. If I am interested, I'll keep subbing. But sometimes, a lot of people kind of like, I've started subbing to a lot of people because I recognize a lot of me in them. And I don't sub for people that I don't have a connection with. And so with someone, I sub to someone, I want to be able to connect with their videos. And I see a lot of people who just kind of are just putting out videos for the sake of putting out videos. And that, I don't want that cluttering up my feed. Like, I watch a lot of Truckman on Fire. Even though I have ridden and driven the roads he's on many times, because where I grew up, he drives through my hometown. His last video he put up, I could actually point to where he passed by my sister's houses, like in two different spots. There's an exit he takes. I recognize that exit because he turns left, turn right, and in about 30 seconds you're at my sister's house.
Oh.
You know, and so like I know the areas. That's actually what got me involved in YouTube videos, was knowing an area that a YouTuber was going through. And that's actually a YouTuber out of Manitoba who drives tractor trailer. And a person actually sent me a link and said, "Hey, you're from this area. Can you explain his question he asked in this video?" And it was about a brake check outside Kamloops, BC. That I know Truckman on Fire probably complains about the same brake check. But I'm from that area when I grew up, so I know about it. That's what got me more involved in watching YouTube videos. And so that's a connection that a lot of people have.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that's
that
what
makes
happened
sense.
with me. And I don't know if y'all remember Stealth Rider. I was watching some of his videos, and the next thing I know, I said, "What the? I know that spot. I fucking grew up vacationing there." I started talking to him. He lives like an hour away from me. I was like, "Get out of here! Are you serious?"
yeah,
Hey, Monica, appreciate that. Yeah, and that's a thing too. Is if you're not into making the videos and being a YouTuber and all that, you're not as likely to just sit and watch YouTubers just for the sake of watching them. So yeah, I totally get it, man.
I don't make videos.
Yeah, but you're like an exception to the rule.
pretty much, yeah.
First.
Yeah, your
You're an
Instagram keeps
enigma.
everyone's attention.
She doesn't have to refresh the feed so much because they keep taking down her stuff. She's like, "That's all right. I've got tons of other things to post."
Yeah, oh, you didn't like those titties? Here's some more.
Yeah.
Boobies for everyone.
Yeah.
These type aren't your shape and size, no problem. Try these out. Not those. How about these?
That's the
Oh.
funny thing, because I have guys DM me now all the time saying, "Hey, can you put on some smaller ones for us? Because I'm not into the big ones so much." I'm like, okay.
Well, that's
Oh, you're an
just weird.
ass man. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Truck man on fire.
Truck man.
Ta-da.
Why do I have road rashes?
What?
I was like, did he?
Oh, there you go.
change stuff? That was weird.
I had road rashes, beer cam.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing beer cams? Okay.
Might as well. Beer.
Yeah. I almost need a refill.
I kind of given up on drinking.
It's $9.99 a minute.
That takes all the fun out of it.
No, well, I wasn't gonna finish because you started talking, but I kind of given up on drinking while I'm online because my computer room is at one end of the house and my beer fridge is in the garage, and it's at the complete other fucking end of the house. So I missed like 3 minutes of talking, like walking down there, going out, grabbing a beer, coming all the way back.
You need to get a
I know how
cooler.
to solve your
Just get a
Yeah,
problem.
cooler and
or
Ice.
bar fridge
Good to
becomes an end table.
I don't have any room in here.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Cooler. Small little portable cooler, holds a 6-pack, and you're good.
6-pack?
I was gonna say a 6-pack's not
Eight-pack.
good enough. I have 100.
Yeah, come on. What am I doing in the next 10 minutes?
Now,
Hey,
if I just-
Alcoholics Anonymous.
If I could get one of those like 5-gallon water jugs and just mix up a big cocktail and then attach a bunch of straws to it, and I just be sitting here having it attached to me, just drinking the whole time, I'd be good.
Yep, there you go.
And then I'd have to start to piss. That's a whole new situation of problems right there.
Nah, you guys can
Nah,
have another.
it's not problems.
I-
It's situations of unique solutions.
I don't think my neighbors appreciate me running a hose from my house here over to their yard to drain off everything.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
Why
I'm
don't my
military,
grass
so I've
cut?
moved around so many times, I don't get to know my neighbors.
So you got it like that.
Yeah. So, Truckman, I was talking about you earlier. And
Oh,
Hey,
Because
Rocket.
I recognize so many spots in your videos because, well, I grew up there. I grew up in Cache Creek. I was
Oh.
born in Hope. I have family in Kamloops, and I've driven those roads so many times.
Yep.
And,
saying that.
and I have my Class 1 too, so I've driven a bunch of those in a rig, so I get it. I have an uncle who actually runs heavy tow truck out of Princeton, BC.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes he actually goes down to Hope to help out some of the nitwits down there. But he works 4 on 4 off at the mines, and he goes down to help out like the non-highway to hell crew.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised to see Jamie Davis out in the Golden area this year.
Well, that's part of his business expansion. I talked to a friend of mine because I'm born in Hope, so I have a shit ton of family there.
Yeah.
They keep me up to date on all the gossip. And so, yeah, the Jamie Davis thing is that, the show is making him bigger, so he wants to expand because the more you expand, the more money you can make. And he's just looking for markets. He went into the oil field market in Fort McMurray about a month before the oil patch crashed. So
shit.
that killed his Edmonton operation. I was in Edmonton when that happened. I was actually talking to them about coordinating charity events and stuff like that while I was there because I was off work. And then he had to sell his rotator and a bunch of other things. He got an impaired charge in Hope. I get all the gossip from Hope. I know everything that goes on with him. It's quite funny. And,
Well, I saw his stepkid one night at the Flying J in Hope.
a bit of a pompous twit, was he?
Yep.
Yeah. The
He
show
had his
kind of
little
gives that impression.
entourage of yuppies hanging around him.
Yeah,
whatever
see,
you wanna call it.
I'm more of I preferred when it was JR's Husky down by the card lock. Down on Flood Road there past the airport.
They tore that all down.
I know. I was so disappointed because when I was a youngster back in the early '90s, I would visit with friends and family there till 3 a.m, and then we'd sneak off to the river to drink beer because I was the 19-year-old who'd go to the liquor store. But
Right on.
yeah.
Hi, Rocket.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Peaches.
so Rocket.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
How's it going, man?
What's up? What's up, Matt? What's up? How you say that? Dead knot?
Yeah, Dead
Or
Knot.
Dead Knot.
It's my alter ego of weirdness.
Oh, there you go. Weird is good.
Yeah. But weird
Nice to
needs a
meet you.
refill. I'll be right back.
There you go. I know I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah,
do
you know
other
that's
things.
not gonna happen.
Nah, because I'm tired. I'm on 3 hours sleep right now.
Oh, damn.
And
I should have took a nap earlier, but I started tweaking on the computer.
Yep, that'll happen.
It's
Yeah.
even worse for me. I just get on the computer and all of a sudden,
Oh no! Well, that was me a minute ago. That's funny. I ended up laying down and I was just watching Formula One shit. This history of Formula One stuff, and I ended up having to just check the YouTube. Like, let me see if somebody's streaming, and saw Prairie. It was like, oh, there we go.
Nice.
I saw ATVs earlier. I just had them in the background. I was just giving them watch time, but I was on the computer.
Yeah, I had them going, and I was watching the Hour of Power, and then flying my drone a bit, and then
Oh, nice.
I was gonna
Oh,
go
yeah,
to
so you got
bed.
your batteries or what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
You gonna have any video of your little Cinewhoop?
Did have some. I don't know if I have any on my computer.
Watch you fly
yet.
into stuff and
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of that.
I'm not gonna get me inspired. Make me want to get my shit back out. I got too many irons in the fire. That's the problem.
Yeah, can only do so many things. I mean, I want to do
Yeah,
more music
exactly.
stuff, and then I got the drone stuff, and pretty soon I'll be having
Yeah.
the bike stuff again. I'm gonna be fucking
Yeah.
busy.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
probably want to get the drone stuff done before the regulations change again.
That's the other one. That's why I want to get my my license. That's so I can just now don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, they just want to keep changing and changing and changing. Well, I already bought the shit, so
Yeah, but
Screw
the
it.
Canadian regulations are about 2 years behind the U.S. regulations. I got a friend who works in the with Nav Canada and his job is drone shit.
Hmm.
And we're probably, I'd say, within a year, going to be going to the point of the U.S. where you have to register your drones and get a actual number that has to be put on the drone to fly it.
Oh, that's already in place.
Not so
Yeah.
much to the U.S. level.
I have to. I
No,
have a
you guys are
license,
worse. It's
and
already
my drone
banned
is
up there, ain't
registered.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
you
you
guys
have a
have been
license
there
your drone
banned, right?
registered, but it doesn't. Do you have to put a number on it,
Yep.
or you write a number on it?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
they
coming
gotta.
faster.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to him in a while, so
But
he
yeah. No,
moved
that's
from
only
everywhere.
only above 250 grams though.
Yeah.
Below that, you don't have to yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so they dropped what they did is they dropped the weight. Okay,
Yeah.
because
But-
my buddy he moved from Edmonton to Ottawa, and he's moving his family this summer, but he just moved a few months ago. But he's been all about drone regulations, and so when I retire from the military, he's actually like telling me like if I wanted to be a consultant in the whole drone industry, he says that's going to become a big thing about working with companies and coordinating drone shit.
Yeah, because they're gonna put a whole bunch more laws and stuff on it.
Yep.
The FAA is going nuts.
Well, yeah, because they want to take them from us because all those companies want to have private fucking drones, and nobody wanted that airspace before, right? So nobody cared. It was for RC pilots and drones, and now Amazon and people like that want to have delivery drones, and now they want to take our shit. That's what this is really all
Well,
about.
but the thing is, it's about coordination, and if Amazon wants to fly drones, they have to make sure the airspace is controlled so their drones don't hit any other drones. And as soon as you start saying all that uncontrolled airspace at 500 feet and below becomes controlled, it's a control nightmare.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but to make it where we're banned is a different story. I can see if we're sharing
yeah.
it, that's different. They're trying to take the shit. That's you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It'd be
But
different.
that's
if
the
they're trying
easiest
share
way
it.
to regulate it is to take it away.
Well, of course, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah, and do I agree with that answer? No.
Yeah,
But if they want to commercialize the airspace, that's the only way to do it is to ban all the freebies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they want to ban it, they got to buy my shit. Otherwise, I'm going to keep flying it.
that's what I say. That's where when people
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it,
the
I'm
trick.
like,
Just don't fly it where it looks like it's looking in a little girl's window.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and I would never do that anyway.
Yeah, I know, but when I was in Edmonton, I had to throw rocks at a few drones. Not that I had little
people
girls in
would
my
too.
house, but you're in a subdivision. You got a drone at 100 feet. Guess what? I'm going to try and hit it.
There you go.
Yeah, I've had drones fly over my house, and that they almost like they stop above me while out in the backyard, and I look up,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he just takes off the other direction. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well,
What
that's
are you doing?
because at first they're thinking you got boobs, and then they realize it's moobs, and then they're like, "Wow, fuck."
Yep.
Yeah, well, where I fly mine is like I don't fly
Yeah.
around people.
Oh no,
so-
the shit you do on your drone, that's still going to be legit because it's outside controlled airspace. You're not over vehicles, houses, and shit like that, and you're below a certain threshold. It's the people who try to fly them in the middle of town. The stuff you're doing, like on that down the river valley and stuff like that, that's going to be the prime operating area. It's the people who try to do them to look into apartment windows and stuff, or on top of buildings where people are sunbathing naked, and and then of course from the distance they can't quite figure out if truck man on fire, guy, girl, peaches. Where should they zoom in? And then they go, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, what I don't like is what the FAA is trying to do with all flying vehicles are going to have a GPS locator.
That's the
and
one. That's the one that's gonna kill it.
So,
Yeah.
so the government can find it anytime they want. I don't.
Yeah,
want
it's
that.
transponders. I work in the aviation industry, so that's an airspace thing. Like we used to, like when I flew in Victoria, we couldn't fly with a certain distance to Vancouver unless a certain piece of equipment was operating. And that transponder, like I get it. If that's going to be within a distance of an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's gonna kill it though.
Yeah, but
I mean,
especially
if
in
they
the
start
US,
selling
because
them with it, if they start selling them with it, then we're screwed. Like then you can't. Well, for one, you'd have to have a commercial license at that point.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's
what I
because if
say.
you
A
wanna
lot of
fly
this
within
won't
a
matter
certain
because I could build one. See, that's why I ain't worried about none of this because I could build a quad. So it don't matter what they want to fucking ban. I'm still gonna have quads to fly. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't care about the law in that sense. I don't. When I fly now, it's illegal. That's when y'all said downtown. I was like, it depends on what kind of person. Them people looking in the window is the 3% that everybody stereotype, just like every other thing. You always pick the 3 bad apples and make that the whole community. Those are the minorities, right? Most people do go somewhere else, and then you got crazy people like me that does FPV. But even we won't do it necessarily around people. We'll go fucking. It'll maybe some city shit, but it's not gonna be around people like that. So, but even if it do, I've still done hella shit that was all like fucking illegal. Dude. I'll do all that shit because it's the point. I'm trying to have fun, and I know I'm not gonna do anything to like blatantly try to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they can make all the laws they want. I'm still gonna fly my quad, and I could build one. So, like I said, they can ban the shit all they want. It would suck more, but in the other side, I'll just get my commercial license. That's the whole point and the whole plan anyway. You know, and then I don't have to worry about none of that shit.
There you go.
You almost have to anyway, because that's the only way you can fly anywhere. You know what I mean? Like right now with me over here at this nice scenery with the Golden Gate and all that, you can't get none of that shit. That's all illegal. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, because you're within 5 miles of town, so they're going to say you can't do it there.
Yeah, like the whole just and around people, period, technically, right? So the whole city is people. So like where we live, in theory, you can't fly nowhere because you're always around people, right? So
yeah,
you can't fly in like national parks and shit like that.
100 horizontal feet from any person. Like
and that's like
you
here,
can't
that's almost
fly
impossible.
in the city at all. Legally.
Yeah, exactly. Like even when I go to the marina, there's hella people out there. Like I used to be flying. I'd fly over the grass though, but still they were like walking along the little trails and little sidewalks and shit like that. So it was like, yeah, it's hard. You can't really get away. So you still end up flying. Like I say, you just do it more safely. And that's crazy racing quads. A camera drone is no problem. Like, the shit I'm talking about is nuts. That's different. Those are the ones that will hit and kill people or hurt people. But a camera drone, usually you're pretty good. You're slow. You're going way slow. You're usually in control. You know what I mean? Like,
and if you hit some kid, they're just gonna be annoying, not injury.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like mine flying at like fucking 70 miles an hour.
70 miles an hour carrying a 12-pack of beer, trying to deliver it by Amazon.
Yeah, you know. So that's the part.
Yeah, no, but the problem is they write a rule that isn't specific enough, because the way rules are nowadays is you have to have the rule and then everyone has to figure out how to be around the rule rather than say, okay, here's what we want the rules to be within. Yeah. I work in aviation, so I get it. It's nuts. But I'd be the guy who, if I had my choice, I'd probably move into the woods and be a hermit.
There you go. What up, Tim?
That's what I was saying. See him over there.
You know, living in Saskatchewan is about as close as you can get to living in the woods and being a hermit.
Well, yeah, because you know, it takes you 5 days to run away.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Yeah,
there's just fucking me.
And you're not even near the big centers either. You're like in the small town Saskatchewan.
Yep.
You know, you're in the small town that allows like, Canada Proud to have their big concert fundraisers. Like, come on. Oh man, that turned into drama on my Facebook feed this last summer. You guys had a concert by Canada Proud that turned into a gong show in the veteran community. Like,
I never heard anything about that.
Oh no. So anyway, some musician, Estevan was the place that was going to hold this concert, and it turned into a nightmare in the veteran community because they said, "Oh, we're going to donate our proceeds to this charity," and the charity's like, "Okay, you are Yellow Vests and Canada Proud you're associated with a racist, so go away. And all hell broke loose in the veteran community.
Oh yeah, because being proud of your country makes you racist.
Well, but the person organizing it and a few others, and then all of a sudden they're like inviting like Brock Blazchuk and a few others who was like the personalities, and the charity that was being supported didn't want to be associated with Yellow Vest Canada. And so the veteran Facebook pages exploded with the "oh my god."
Oh god.
So of
This
course
whole- oh my god, it's like a pandemic that's going on.
oh yeah,
It's like if you aren't like completely like communist left,
Yeah.
you're a bigot and a racist and you're evil. It's like holy shit. People
there's no
gotta
in between
chill.
anymore. It's
No.
you have to be on this side or this side. Like there's no in between. You can't be in this part. You have to be other side.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man.
No,
Like,
I find it
Canada
funnier
is
than
just
hell, but I'm an asshole. So
My buddy had said a few years ago Canada's going to be at civil war in 20 years, and
20
honestly,
years?
I can
Oh,
see it.
Christ.
I can
That's what
totally
I've been
see
saying
it.
about
thinking
here.
five.
Same
We're probably within
Same
about
here.
a year here because Virginia,
Yeah, really.
we have like people like, look, with our representatives and everything in Virginia, we have 3 hubs that are mostly Democrat, and the rest of Virginia is just straight deep red.
Mm.
It was almost 90% Democrats that got elected, and literally since they've been put in November, they have they're working on bills like up to number 1100. That's how fast they're writing these things and shoving them through. And we're going, what the fuck are they doing? So there's a lot of people that they're covering stuff that is like extremely communist, like, you know, everybody gets this and that for free. Wait a minute, nothing's fucking free. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit.
There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Was it where you're at where they had that they voted on the Second Amendment thing and it got
Yeah,
shot down?
Bills 16 and 18, and then we had over. They said 20,000, but that's just because it was 20,000 that could fit right around the Capitol. It was actually like 50 to 70,000 because they were all the way 5 blocks out, all the way around
Yeah.
the Capitol.
it's always hard to count at that point. So it becomes, oh, you say 20, I say 50. Everyone's like, oh my god. We
It
get the
is
same
nice
thing.
when the silent majority finally nuts up and fucking does something though.
And
That's
guess
what's-
what? Not a
that's
one
ruining this
thing of
country.
violence. Not one single thing of violence. And
Well,
then
no,
they
there
left
wouldn't be.
there, and it was cleaner than it was when they got there because they cleaned everything up.
Canada's biggest petition that ever made it through the whole petition process was gun nuts protesting a certain bill that's going through, and it actually was like 175,000 people, and that's like Canada's biggest ever petition that was presented to government.
But yeah, everything that they ran off of, they got in there and they just started going nuts on all these different bills. And the people that voted for them said, excuse me, you said you were going to go in there and take care of this. And they said, we don't care. We're going after the guns. That's all we're worried about. And we want boats, so we're bringing in all the immigrants and everything from other countries. We're going to say, hey, we can house them here. And
Yeah.
now they're getting them driver's license so they can go in and vote, and they're not even citizens. It's like, what in the hell is going on?
Yeah, welcome to Canada.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think what's happening right now in Canada is a lot of politicians are hearing wait a minute, our people are pissed at us, and if I want to keep my job, I'm a dead man.
Yeah, well, they got to do something. I mean, you can't choke off oil, coal.
You can't choke
Fucking
off natural
farting
resources
cows.
in Canada. We are natural resources. If you choke them
Exactly.
off, we're doomed.
Yeah, we're going to be living in the dark ages.
Yeah.
Actually, I just put something just like that on Facebook. I said because they were talking about I'm not even going to try and pronounce the tribe, but the rail line blockades. And someone was
Wausuchin,
saying,
yeah.
Yeah, someone was saying, oh, it's because they don't want a pipeline on their land, and what's the big deal, and blah, blah, blah. So I went on there and said, you could put a pipeline right through my fucking living room if it'll get this country going again. I'll happily
Well-
step over it, leave my nice warm house, get in my brand new truck, and drive to my secure job that pays me well enough to be able to retire soon.
Shit, that line goes through your house. They're going to be paying you a ton of fucking money just for
Exactly.
Well, they've already proven that the people protesting, they're not even part of the Watusian band that was the original problem.
Yeah.
I actually last week, actually, because of course I work for the federal government, we actually had an Aboriginal awareness training session.
That sounds
Political
fun.
correctness in Canada, and so we went through a lot of the understanding Aboriginal rights, land use, and all that stuff. And part of that's because, as a federal government employee, we have to know these things, and they talked a lot about that and all the different facets that go into that whole land claims issue.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. But I mean, all in all, like there should be, and I'm sure there is, something where if it's actually beneficial for the nation, that has to have some weight.
Oh yeah, it's like the good of the few can't outweigh the good of the many.
Exactly. And we are
And
totally
that's-
living the opposite in Canada right now.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
It's because right now we don't have a politician with any balls.
No. That guy's got to go.
man, just like up there down here, our governor, our attorney general for Virginia, both of them did blackface. And because they started saying, we'll do all this other stuff, the Democrats like, oh, well, never mind. Don't worry about that. And we're still sitting there going, you elected this extremely racist piece of shit. And yet you're just going to sweep it under the rug. Anybody else does that stuff, you're ready to kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay if our side does it, but
Showed it off. It's like, are you serious?
yeah, it's fucked up. I don't give a shit that Trudeau did blackface. I don't care that he harassed a girl in high school. I don't give a fuck. He is not a good politician. He should not be running the country. I don't care about his past. He's a fucking idiot.
Pretty much.
He's just like he legalized weed, and I don't.
That's
smoke
what got
weed,
him
but-
voted in the first time.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Oh, 100%.
Because-
That's what my son voted for him.
Yeah.
So I'm laughing at my son right now going, so, weed is
that
legal.
work out for you?
How you feeling now?
I can smoke weed, but I can't fucking afford it.
Yeah, but he could smoke weed before and nobody cared. Now it's legal. Nobody cares. And you got this politician. Do you feel better now?
Taxes
Yeah.
are going up. How about that?
Yeah. We're in Nova Scotia. Taxes suck anyway.
Yeah, there's no outrunning the tax man.
No, not in this freaking country.
Yeah, they want to get rid of our $16 car inspection and turn around and.
$16 for a car inspection?
That's
But he wants
That's
to.
fucking cheap.
They want to sit there and turn around and take, instead of just having that money come in for paying for the roads and stuff. They want to increase our gas tax to be like the average person would pay $250 more per year. So you give up your inspection, but you have to pay way more in gas tax. So you end up spending way more in the government. And people are so fucking stupid. They're like, "This sounds great." I'm going, did you not just listen to what the fuck we just said?
Yeah, and you're trying to convince Prairie and I that, your guys' gas prices are too expensive? Not getting that. And I have.
Oh, we're good over here. Like in Virginia on the East Coast, we get gas pretty cheap. Like it's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not like midway even here in all the United States. It's like right now we're spending around $2.10 to $2.19 for a regular gallon. So
Okay, so I'm paying $1.10 a liter. So that's Canadian. And using the US gallon, 3.78. So I'm paying a little over $4 a gallon. So if we convert that back to US, and rough numbers, $3 a gallon is the minimum I'm paying.
Yeah, we pay, but we have free healthcare.
I paid 90 cents a liter,
free
or
terrible
96 cents a
healthcare.
liter today
Yeah,
to fill
okay.
my car.
Free terrible healthcare.
Yeah.
Well said, Prairie.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, is like, yeah, probably all the shit you've got to go through. It took them years to find out I had MS. Like our health, we have great surgeons, but we have shitty doctors.
It's how to get there from here. Yep. And
Probably die before you got your surgery done, though.
Yeah.
every
The
problem,
waiting lists.
our challenge is every province is different. And I've been in about lived in a bunch of different provinces. And I moved from Alberta to Nova Scotia. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have a grandson here and the kids here, I wish I had Alberta healthcare over Nova Scotia healthcare.
Hmm.
And it's the same free healthcare.
Well, I grew up in BC, so I'd sooner be in Alberta than BC any day of the week.
Yeah, well, and I won't disagree with that because when I was in Edmonton, Alberta healthcare was great. BC healthcare, I didn't care for when I was there. However, with my kids when I was in BC, the BC healthcare for the asthmatics when we were in BC, when the kids were young, was absolutely head, shoulders, knees, and toes above Nova Scotia. And so I'm back in Nova Scotia now going, I miss the rest of Canada healthcare.
Wasn't there part of Canada that was just like, fuck this, we want to become part of the States? And like the rest of Canada shit their pants like, no, you can't leave.
I don't know if anyone wanted to become part of the States, but I think there'd be a lineup for that right now.
Yeah, it's going that way. I'd much rather be in the States than in Canada now.
Yeah.
But in a few years, it might turn around too.
I kind of laugh right now because, of course, me being military, move around a lot. I moved from Alberta to Nova Scotia, and I got all my friends in Alberta mad at Nova Scotia because of the way the last election went. And it's like, I didn't control that. I didn't vote for that idiot. So
It doesn't matter.
I know, it never
voting.
does.
I
The
was
truck
watching
man, talk about
the
gas
election.
taxes.
Almost the entire fucking country voted conservative, and we still wound up getting a goddamn liberal.
No, we got a drama teacher, not a liberal.
So,
He's not a politician. He's a drama teacher.
I drive a can't even talk company truck, so I don't see any of the tax stuff. I just
Yeah, even
go.
better. You just get the deduction for meals.
Yep. So at the end of the year, I just claim a basic claim for 3 meals a day and
Yeah.
get a big income tax return and go buy a bunch of toys.
nice. I gotta pay all my tax now.
I'm looking forward to pension splitting when I get booted out of the military. 'Cause my wife doesn't work, so I can transfer a whole bunch of my pension over to her, and then we'll both be below poverty line, and all is good.
There you go.
Yeah, my wife doesn't work either, so
Yeah.
I don't even know if my wife is still alive. She's closer to you than me, dead not.
Really? Where is
She's
she?
somewhere in Quebec.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
She
Maybe
could go
Filthy
to the
could track her
moon.
down because that would be the. Yeah.
I didn't know you were married, Prairie, or were.
Yeah, well, I still am. We just never filed the
Oh.
paperwork, but we split like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
That's how I
Ransom,
am.
Trudeau, and Obama were bad buddies. Oh, Scouse, what's up, dude?
Hey, I was waiting on Scouse's chat and he never showed up.
What's up, Scose? Get in here.
Yeah, I'll put the link. Have my stupid PayPal thing going.
It's a new one for me, Ransom.
What are you buying me?
No, I posted. I started a PayPal me thing because
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Yeah, you think I'm giving you money? Fuck, I paid Canadian taxes. I'm fucking broke.
well, that's what
My
I put
house,
in
my
there. I
house is
said-
going on the market in 48 hours. Come on, buy my house.
That's what I put in there. I said, "Do you have too much money? Well, then send me
I saw
some."
that.
I put the link.
Yeah, no, we have a realtor coming by to take pictures tomorrow.
Ah,
Yeah, because I'm getting ready for retirement, so we're downsizing. Something fierce. We got to get our expenses down below my pension. So.
Oh yeah. I don't get a pension. Well, I'll get CPP.
Yeah.
But by the time I'm ready to use it, it's going to be gone anyway.
Yeah. Well, I got 30 years in the military, so they owe me something.
Oh yeah, you'll get a good pension of that.
It'll be good. It'll be pretty good. But they're booting me out medically, so I got a few perks for that. So.
Well, that's all right.
See, that's why I wish I would have stayed in. Because I'd be sitting pretty with the whole MS thing.
Yep. I got a friend who was diagnosed with MS. They got out full, same as me, with the cancer, getting up full pension. So, yeah.
Well, hindsight.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for a refill. So I'll be right back.
There you go. Straighten my damn leg out here.
Yeah, I'm cramping up too. Jesus.
You gotta have a banana or two.
This getting old thing is a
Nah,
motherfucker.
mine is my fucking knee. Like I just barely kind of turned weird today. Felt the pinch and it started being weird. And I was half limping and it went away in like 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's always
At least
something,
it
all
went
this
away.
shit you got to work on. Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. That means this shit's fucked up. It's like hearing a little noise before it breaks down. So it's like X amount of time. That's gonna be like a major problem. Whatever knee surgery, whatever bullshit that we have to go through. All of that shit is what's getting annoying to me now. Like that's what be making me try to have fun now because it's about to go downhill in a minute, and I'm like, I gotta have fun while I can because I'm liable to be in a fucking wheelchair with oxygen tanks and all kind of shit by the time
Night
I'm.
Tampa Boys Customs.
Yeah, so shit, I gotta enjoy it while I can.
Shit, when you get stuck in the wheelchair, just have one of those electric ones and just make sure that you get some powerful batteries put in there so you can send the bitch into overdrive. Like,
Well, yeah, that's my thing. I always say that whatever my case, I do, I'm gonna do something extreme. Yeah, it would be that if I'm in a wheelchair, that motherfucker got all kind of fucking power and all kind of crazy shit hooked up. Yeah, it'd be that, and I'd still be doing crazy shit. I'm still be doing whatever I can do.
I can see that
I
cars start going down the road and you're on the sidewalk and you're sitting there driving about 35 off in this wheelchair.
Exactly.
Fast.
Exactly. Because I got some fat ass electric motors, some custom shit on my shit.
And all you hear is, ha!
Exactly. And by then I'd probably get back into programming. I'll fuck around and have my shit autonomous. I can do that self-driving shit. I used to understand all that shit. And by then it'll be shit that you can just plug and play. Some software.
Got to wear a helmet with that thing and get the little joystick going. One hand, got a cigar.
Yeah, exactly.
Look over, I hang out of mouth. The guy looks at him like, what the hell? Just throw him the deuce sign. To
Exactly.
Be right back, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you miss riding the bike? Shit, I ain't worried about riding the bike. I got the wheels right there.
There you go. Well, that's my other thing, though. I would still be trying to ride. Like, riding is like, because I don't see a motherfucker with no legs. All you need is hands, as long as I got hand control and shit like that. And worst case, man, I would end up on a damn trike, a fucking, what do you call it, Can-Am or some shit. I always say if I can't throw a leg over, I have to get a Can-Am.
Well, that's what I keep telling my dad because he's in a wheelchair, but he has sort of mobility of his legs. But
Yeah.
I keep telling him just get a Can-Am or Spider or some kind of trike and just ride that. It's the same. At least you're out in the air and
you're out in the air. Yep. Yeah, climb up that motherfucker. I only long as I
he got a
some
tumor
arms.
in his spinal cord and had
Oh shit.
it was either it could kill him basically from where it was, or he have surgery and possibly make him somewhat paralyzed, which it did. So,
Damn.
but he can sort of walk, but it takes a lot out of him. So,
Right. That's crazy.
it is.
Get your engine hoist with a seat on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be like, all right, and just take a long stick and push yourself over next to the bike and wiggle onto it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if they do this shit fast enough, we'll have robot servants and shit like that. So we might be all right. Well, if you can afford it, what the hell am I talking about?
Like, who needs the car? You sitting there just getting carried by your robot around. It's just like just walking along. You're like, what the hell? You ain't doing nothing. I know. But I got this thing over here going to carry my ass around. So
Yeah, because some of that shit they already got, like cutting little shit, not like carrying you around, but like that goes around the house and does certain things. So in 20 years, they're going to have some shit, Hopefully. because this dumbass place too. You can't say we might go backwards. The rate we going, shit.
But he does pretty good. He's got his electric chair, and he still gets out to his
Yeah.
garage and runs his milling
Oh,
machines.
that's good.
His
Yeah.
lathes and stuff because was a machinist with CP Rail for 35 years. So
He can still do his hobbies and take care of stuff. That's good.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I need, man. Like I say, even if I didn't have no legs, yeah, as long as because for one, I'd definitely be back in FPV. I already know. I'd be sitting out in the park every day, fucking flying FPV. Either way.
Yeah.
No, if they get illegal, that by then they'd be able to really track the shit down. But even then, I'd have some high tech shit. Be breaking the law while I'm 70 years old.
Mind you, he did tell me a couple of times this year he got stuck in a snowbank with his side by side pushing snow.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Then he had to call a neighbor. He's like, "Good thing I had my cell phone with me."
Back in the day, I'd just been sitting there screaming, "Hello? Help!"
Right.
Like, yeah, we
I hate the emoji thing on there.
Yeah, that's something I started looking out now with whenever it snows, try to take care of some of the neighbors around here because they're older and one across the street, his son's always drunk and high. He don't do nothing. So when he does do something, he does for about 5 minutes and he sits there. He just watches the neighborhood. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That's why I'm looking at selling and downsizing to a condo, so I don't have to worry about shoveling snow or shit like that.
Yeah.
My situation, me and my wife, we got kids are out of the house, grandkids, so we just want a place for ourselves. If we can get a condo where everything's consistent, we have no, I don't have to worry about a $750 maintenance bill, oil tank bill to fill up the oil tank, shit like that. If I can make life easier, I want to simplify.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what happens in my work. I do apartment work and everything, and when it snows, all that kind of shit, we go out there, we shovel everything so people can get to the vehicles.
Yeah.
We don't do in the park a lot itself, but we clean up the sidewalk for them to get out there. It's like, look, if you're going to take the chance going down the road, we can't control that, but
Oh,
you
hell
get
no. I'm paying money for underground parking. Come on.
Oh, there you go. Ours is just wide open, like they park right in front of the place they're supposed to live at. So.
No, with the amount they want to charge me, we're looking at signing a contract like next week, and it includes underground parking. So it's like, if you're not offering underground parking, I'm not going to deal with you.
Don't blame me. Shit.
Because I don't want to deal with shoveling snow. I don't have to deal with shit. So, if
No
I'm going
more
to pay
grass to cut, no more bushes to trim.
everything's consistent. Heat and hot water included, so my bills will be consistent.
Nice.
That's what I got going on. I'm just renting, but everything's
Yeah.
included.
Yeah, well, I was the same way in Yellowknife, where heat was included. I loved the fact that I had consistent bills. My paycheck was consistent all the time, and that consistency allows people to have a budget.
Yep.
Mine are pretty consistent. It's just if I can pay them consistently.
There you go.
There is that.
It's like, oh, I want that, but I have to pay that. Screw it, I'll get that.
I feel you, shit.
Yeah, I bought groceries last week, and I was going to buy some more because I got paid this week. I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to let my food stretch out just a little bit longer and not go buy any more groceries for that now because the freezer's still kind of full. So usually I
There you
buy fresh stuff. I'm working on all that frozen stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There
be
you go.
doing the stripped down life for a while now because all my taxes are gonna come due.
Yeah, no, fucking same here. Sucks.
It's being self-employed, I don't pay them during the year, so I I gotta pay a shitload now.
Do you plan for it though, or? I'm
I try
government
to, but-
employee, so like mine's within $50, so it makes zero difference to me.
Yeah, I try to, but like I was doing good, and then things dried up right at the end of the year. So basically, everything I was saving kind of went away. But now I still got to pay the taxes for the good part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be, she's gonna be rough for a while. Peach says sounds like a bunch of women on the panel.
He said I'm either drunk or tired.
Yep.
No, actually, I'm not drunk. For one, that's why I'm so quiet. But I am tired. So I'm on 3 hours sleep. So I'm surprised I'm still up. If you didn't have this live stream, I wouldn't be up. I probably passed out over there watching Formula One stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't
I'm
going.
an
I
hour
was
ahead
just
of
about to
everyone,
get in
so-
bed, and I thought, well, fuck it. I'll see if anyone's up.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
Road Rash isn't here.
Yeah, I know.
Road Rash is here a while ago.
Well, he kind of disappeared. It's getting a little. Hope he's all right. I hope maybe he got a problem with his phone or something. I don't know.
Well, Peaches said he last she heard he was going to the store, and then she hasn't heard nothing. So
Yeah, that's how it was. I think that was the ATV's live stream. He was in there for a minute, and then, like she said, I think he said he was leaving, and yeah, I never saw him in there the rest of the night. 'Cause like I said, I had it on in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I'm all tangled up in my fucking cables. God damn it! I need wireless everything.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh, muffin.
I need to stop buying drones. And start buying some wireless shit.
Oh, I've been looking at so much gear lately, it's not even funny.
Uh-oh. It starts
I'm looking at a new
the
motorcycle.
gear
so,
lust.
Yeah.
Gear's cheap.
Yeah, that's a big expense there.
Yeah. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, so I gotta find something that fits me. It's not exactly easy.
Yeah, a Grom wouldn't exactly suit you.
I kind of poke fun because I haven't ridden a GSXR since like the 90s. And even then I thought I was a little small.
Well, I imagine it would be because I'm 6'1" and it fits me good. But any smaller, and it would be a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you need like a fucking big ass adventure bike or something.
Well, right now I
Yeah.
got a Victory.
Something hella
and,
tall.
I've actually parked it side by side with a buddy's Harley. And the difference is the seat position is like 6 inches further back, which is why I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm actually looking at the photos of the new Indian, and they look like they have that back-seated position. So I'll find out in about 10 days when I go to the frickin' bike show here in Halifax. That I'm gonna sit my ass in that frickin' Chieftain, and I'm hoping kind of hoping, even though they're making all this the Road Glide comments, I'm like, I don't care. If it sits my ass comfortable, I'm looking at it. Because, because to me it's about seating position. I don't want to spend 10 grand to make a Harley fit me like my Victory does.
Well, yeah, just a waste of money.
Now, the problem is right now I'm pushing, 12,000 a year, 12,000 kilometers a year, putting on the Victory. So I got a couple more years left before I'm hitting 100,000. So, okay. What am I going to do with my bike?
Yeah, they're only good for so many miles.
Yeah.
Wish I could get out and ride that much.
Well, to me, it's been a personal challenge. I don't know if you follow my channel at all, but it's been about cancer. So,
Yep.
to me, getting out and riding is what I want to do. I made a video about my first 50,000 kilometers. I bought a bike the day the doctor told me I had cancer, so I said, fuck it, let's ride. And so I put a video out there was just clips of the first 50,000 kilometers.
Nice.
And I do charity rides. If I get an opportunity to ride, I'm riding.
There you go.
There's a coffee called Tomorrow here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The temperature right now is like -1, which is like 30 Fahrenheit. And
So it warmed up over there?
yeah, it's gotten kind of nice. So
It was
I'm
pretty
actually
cold last
tempted
week,
to.
wasn't it?
There's a call for to meet for a coffee tomorrow. It's going to be 0. And I'm thinking, okay, it's all back roads. I can get there in 10 minutes from my house. Should I take my bike?
Yes.
I know.
If the roads are clear, fuck yeah.
And that's totally what I'm looking at is, I got registered last week. I got insurance year round. If the bike, the coffee is at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, do I want to actually take the bike? Because it's all streets for me to get there rather than highway, I might actually do it.
Yeah, the highway at that cold is pretty damn nasty, but in town, it's not so bad.
Exactly. And that's the funny, the difference between spring freezing level and winter and fall freezing level. Like, I would ride to work at like +2, knowing it's going to go to +7 later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But the spring, you're like, it's +1. It's not going to go above +1. Let's ride.
Yeah. Well, it feels warmer too because we're coming out of the cold.
Totally. I lived in Yellowknife where -15, the girls come up in miniskirts. Why? Because they can.
Gotta go to Yellowknife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at my bike today. It's still like surrounded by a snowbank, but I can dig it out.
See, mine's in a heated garage.
Oh.
I had to replace the shifter linkage because I bent mine. Because apparently my size 15 foot's a little too heavy on it. So, yeah, $25, and a guy, local machinist, built me a new one. Got a nice little shift linkage now.
Sweet.
I
Yeah.
got about 2 feet of snow at my garage door.
Yeesh.
No, so do I, but that's because that's where I've been piling stuff to car to get out. Because I have a 2-bay garage door, and I've been piling in front of one door to get the other door clear.
I just have a single bay, but I just actually parked my 4x4 back there, and I had to ram it in there back and forth a bunch of times in 4-wheel drive just to get it where I needed it. Like, yeah, the bike's going to stay in there for a while yet.
I don't know, well, I might actually. I'm literally, if I go to the bike meet tomorrow, because of where it is and the fact I can do it all under 60 kilometers an hour, or like 40 miles an hour, I might actually ride there just to piss people off.
Well, we were at 10 degrees yesterday. But
Yeah, I don't get the
there's
kind of
ice
luck.
everywhere still, though. My alley and my street are just ice packed, so. Yeah, I got mud and snow tires on my bike, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
it's
totally
so bad,
distracted. I gotta actually ask Rocket,
Yeah.
what's the logo? Your little astronaut guy. What's the logo on the back of his frickin' pack
Oh,
that we
I
see
forgot.
there?
I'd have to
Because
look at it
I've been
closer.
like trying for like a while to see that,
Right. I forgot what it says. Let me see.
and it's been driving me bonkers. I've been watching that for a while.
0G.
Okay, so it's not
So
like an
0G on the top. What does it say on the bottom?
Hero.
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 0G Hero. Okay,
I think
awesome.
I've seen them with different logo or different. I got a few of those, but
Yeah.
other than looking
just-
fine.
I'm just in my motorcycle world. I see a lot of 3-piece patches, so it's like I'm looking at that, going, "What the fuck does that say?"
Oh yeah, no, that's not mine. I wish it was mine. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't get my fucking logo on there. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Yeah.
I don't
That takes some doing.
Yeah,
You
that would
could
take
do
some
it.
doing.
It'd take a bit,
Yeah, you
but-
can do it. It would just take a million fucking keyframes.
Yeah, especially
worth
since
it?
it's kind of
Maybe.
shaky.
No, yeah, maybe not really. Yeah, and it wouldn't look
Because you
that
probably
great.
have
no.
to keyframe every frame for
Yeah.
that.
That's why I said. That's why I said a million fucking. I've done some license plates that took me like 2 hours.
Well, if you in Blender, you could do it fairly quickly once you learn how to do that tracking thing.
Well,
But
in
it takes
Resolve,
forever to render.
in DaVinci Resolve, like I don't know if you watched my video today, I had my license plate blurred and I had my ID badge on, which I had to blur out too. So,
oh, nice.
and
Yeah,
I
I'd
did
be
it in
screwed on that
DaVinci
one.
Resolve in the color grading section, and you just highlight a box and then you just go motion track that,
Right.
and it
yeah.
does it,
Yeah.
and then you just throw a blur on it, and it takes like
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah. You look kind of dorky, I gotta admit that. As a guy who wears a security pass myself, I kind of laughed. You know, I hate to say it. I laughed.
Yeah, fucking. I got old ass software that still don't have the tracking. Because most new software, you just click the point and it'll follow that.
Well, it has
even in
my,
mine, I
work
think there's a
ID
way to
and
do that shit. I just
number and
don't
all
do
that
it.
stuff.
But, no, I know what you mean. No, I was just saying about software. I got my shit so old it don't even do that. You have to do the keyframes yourself and shit.
And I wasn't gonna blur my license plate on the car, but the wife's like, "You should blur that." I'm like, "Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay." I guess
Well, that's an interesting question because, like, I posted on Instagram when I put my registration sticker on my license plate.
yeah.
I was more concerned about the serial number of the sticker than I was my license plate number.
They're both
What's your
tied
thoughts on
together.
that?
They're both tied together, aren't they?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But, you know,
There's that.
I posted on Instagram my license plate number. Do I give a shit? No. But my thumb, I made a point of my thumb being in front of the serial number that's on the sticker. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh no.
Oh, we lost Prairie
They
too.
really wanted to
Hit the wrong
to
button.
find you. I mean, they could through your plate or whatever, but
Oh
it's
no,
all-
trust me, I couldn't give a rat's ass about people finding me through my plate. Maybe in a year I'm going to go to veteran plate anyway, so I don't care. But
Well, the way I look at it, I don't do anything illegal, so why blur
yeah,
it?
exactly. But so like on Instagram, I put the only difference I put was I put my thumb in front of the serial number of the sticker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just so that there's less information. But you know,
If somebody wants to find something out about you, they're gonna find out about it anyway.
oh totally. I've creeped a few
Regardless if you
people
blur
like
things or
I poke fun at people. I figured that just due to comments or you know, like
I did it
had-
more just in case somebody from my company was watching, and because it says the company name on the ID badge
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, for something like that, I get it.
I had wings.
Because they don't
recently
like
with
me
a buddy.
filming in their yard. There's signs that say no video or pictures and shit. So I was like, well,
That's how it is where I work, really.
blur this shit out, whatever.
I lived in Yellowknife where after the first season of Ice Road Truckers, they were very against any video on the ice roads. And like some of my buddies were telling me about the rules they put on people during the second season of the season after Ice Road Truckers.
Oh, really?
Oh fuck, it's insane. You had to
I personally couldn't stand Ice Road Truckers because I've watched one episode and the guy's like, "Oh, my trailer is going out of control," and they showed a picture from the back. And his brake lights were on. And I'm like, yeah, take your hand off the spike and it'll go back into control.
You got that little thing beside your steering wheel.
Yeah,
Let go of that and it'll stop skidding.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is too much.
Yeah, just don't
Dramatized.
I got some
Uh-oh.
friends who are like very close with like some of the
And they do that with Highway Through Hell or Highway to Hell.
oh fuck. And I know a bunch of those guys, so I laugh.
Yeah.
That's my comedy value is I know a bunch of the people on that, so I laugh.
Well, I
Like,
laugh
you
too
go-
because
you
I'm
go
on
back
that
to
highway
original.
every day. The first season, I was in almost every episode, but I wasn't one of the wrecks. But I was
Oh, no
driving
shit.
past.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. buddy of mine, his trucking, his one of his drivers got in shit for driving too fast through a scene.
I probably watched that episode.
Yeah,
I think
but
the
it was-
Highway Through Hell is a little bit better than Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah. Well, because I know more people involved, I would say yes. Because, like, I know, like, when you talk about more people having driven through a scene,
Yeah.
a bunch of my buddies used to run chips for Chambers, Cache Creek to the coast.
Yep.
And so they were always in scenes.
Chipmunks.
And but my uncle, he works for Mario sometimes out of Penticton, and sometimes he runs for one idiot. I can't remember the name. I got hope. But the thing is, like, I'm family friends. Like, so you go back to first season of Highway Through Hell. Robin MacArthur, he's a family friend, and
Why is it?
so I'm actually considered Uncle Rob to his niece and nephew.
Okay.
So, like, I know that family, and because I was born in Hope, my grandfather still lives in Hope, and when my
I was born in
grandfather dies
Smithers.
because of his connections to the search and rescue, I guarantee Jamie Davis and that crew will be at his funeral.
All right, I can't hear anybody. So if anyone's talking, I do apologize. Prairie, because I can see you. Can you nod your head yes or no if you can hear me? What the fuck? And I can't hear you guys.
It'll cost you $1.
What is going on?
You're not allowed to hear, Viper.
Audio. Blah blah blah. Test test
Yeah.
test. Let me
But
unplug
anyway,
him.
while that's going on, Truckman, yeah, I grew up in Cache Creek. I was born in Hope.
Yep.
Yeah, when I see your videos, I'm 100%. I know those roads.
Mhm.
I've driven them both, motorcycle, car, and 18-wheeler. So everything you talk about, I hear you, and I love some of your little walkabouts and the snow sheds, like stuff like that, where you're talking about the snow and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
You know, I don't know how hard you've been trying to hide who you drive for, but you don't
Working.
have to be that smart to figure it out.
I'm not trying that hard. I'm just trying to
Yeah, when I go on
hide
YouTube, it works.
name
When I'm in
just
StreamYard,
for-
it doesn't.
if somebody at the company I'm working for sees it and then they bitch, right?
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
so-
going
Or bring it to
on?
their
Allow apps.
bring it to somebody's
Hey, you gotta
attention that
mute
I'm
it,
filming
Viper,
their
they
trucks and
talking.
putting it on YouTube.
OBS, OBS.
Well,
So
it's-
I just blur the names
Could it be
so
this?
they at least I'm attempting
Viper, you gotta
to.
mute it. They talking.
You know, it's not hard to figure out.
Doubt
You
it.
can tell what I'm driving
Text them.
or who I'm
Jesse
driving for.
Packs, this
Well,
one.
but
Because
that's
they're pretty
it.
distinctive trailers.
Yeah, exactly. It's trailers give it away.
Yes.
So people who don't know any better aren't going to notice that.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
I try
yeah.
not to complain about other people on the roads or anything because I don't. That's kind of below me. You know, it's
Yeah.
I
No.
just try and say how I feel in that particular. You know,
Yeah.
just basically I'm having a good time or my
Yeah,
day's
no,
shitty
and
type thing.
I understand that, and because I understand, like, trust me, if I speak my mouth too much and someone were to find this, trust me, my job would be in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. Like, I only understand more about which company you're driving for, and I easily figured it out because of the trailers you run.
Yep.
And of course that lap Calgary to Vancouver. I figured that fairly quick, but the whole chains and those kind of rules and stuff like that. Like, I'm very aware of those rules.
Yep.
So I get it, and I kind of laugh about it.
Well, that day they turned me around. I know for a fact I could have made it up the hill with what I had on the truck.
Oh, trust me, but I'm also a fan because I grew up in Cache Creek.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of triples should be the minimum, but that's my opinion. I had a dually pickup and I had triples because I owned a dually pickup.
Yep.
But I also made them myself because I'm a redneck idiot.
Well, that
Cache
night they
Creek.
turned me around. All the chain up lights were in the canyon as well.
Yeah.
And I got to Boston Bar and I'm like, yeah, I threw a set of singles on because it was just, I was spinning up every hill, barely making it, and I was pissing people off behind me because, start to spin and the tractor goes sideways and the pup goes the other way, and it's just
Yeah. No.
so.
I had a buddy who used to run. He used to be a company owner. He owned 9 trucks running Cache Creek. He used to run the canyon to Port Kells, running chips.
Got it.
And of course, when I lived in Victoria, being military, I was living in Victoria, and I would run up to Cache Creek to visit my folks. I would always time it to meet up with him on the highway. And so we'd meet like at Boston Bar, at the just outside Boston Bar, the truck stop at the used to be a little zoo there and stuff like that. We'd meet at certain little truck stops, and of course, I'd run ahead of my pickup, knowing which hills he'd spin out on. I'd be doing donuts in the parking lot or something goofish while he went by, and I'd say, "Yeah, well, when you get stuck, let me know. I'll help you throw chains." Because my trucking experience goes back to when I was 14, and I was helping a guy throw chains when I was 14 because he wanted to teach me about logging. The biggest accidents I've ever been in my driving life were in logging trucks in the middle of fucking nowhere, chained up because, well, guess what? That trailer went over the side. So, when you talk about the different things of the canyon and versus the Coquihalla, I get it, and that's what I love about your videos. I know you want to go to daily videos, and it's tough. I get it. But I'm loving your weekly videos, so keep it up, man.
Yeah. Well, I want to do at least one a week, and I know did I do one last week? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
But
I just laugh because I recognize every stretch of the road you post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but keep it up, man. You're doing good, and I don't want to, I just want to make the statement.
Yep.
A little bit of love for you, man. I appreciate seeing, because you post the shitty roads and all that stuff, and I laugh because I've driven them myself in bike, car, and 18-wheeler.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing with the A-trains is people don't understand, other truck drivers don't understand, okay, I'm going slow for a reason, and they're like tailgating me going come on.
Yeah, they're called a wiggle wagon for a reason.
Yeah, and if that pup gets in slush, it's gone. It'll take off.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Until it goes off onto the shoulder and they're like, whoa, and then next thing you know, they're a mile back. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, maybe following this guy, maybe not a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I remember running to Prince Rupert in an auto hauler, and my uncle looking at me going, okay, I'm going to have a nap. If you don't lead the corners enough, it was just after I got my Class 1 license, and I was running 53-foot auto haul trailers out of Vancouver to Prince Rupert, and he was like, yeah, good luck, have fun, bye, I'm going for a nap. So I when I see some of these trucking videos, I just laugh.
You got it figured out, Viper?
Yes, I was going to say
There
thank
you
you
go.
for dealing with my.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
No, you know what it was? I had the tab on the internet browser. I had that tab muted, StreamYard muted. So all I had to do was right click
Blah,
the tab on StreamYard and unmute, and that was it.
That's
So-
weird. I don't even know you get. Let me see.
You
Oh,
can-
on a Mac.
No, I'm on PC. Dude. I'm
Oh,
on
I
my-
see that. I never tried that. It says
Yeah,
mute site.
so you can. So sometimes what I do
How'd
is
you mute it though? Oh, you just mute the whole thing just to mute it or whatever.
Yeah, so what I was
Yeah.
doing, I think during one hangout or whatnot, I
And
sometimes what I do,
forgot.
yeah, I mute it so that way I can. It's just a way to mute you guys, so I don't not mute you guys if that makes any sense. And
What is this pen? Let me try this.
and then that's I just forgot
Oh, you
to
can close the little tab and make it a little tiny tab.
I forgot to unmute it.
I don't
That's
like that. That looks stupid.
all.
Wait, let me try something else. Hold on, let me see what it do. See what it do.
See what it do. What it do. What it do. What it do.
Mm-hmm.
How's everyone's night?
Good yourself.
Pretty good.
Right on.
Can't complain. I mean, I'm complaining because I got home from work early, but
Well, what's wrong with that?
they're cutting my hours.
Oh, yeah, that'd suck.
Yeah, it's 2 hours off today, so it is what it is.
Well, I fucked up the countertop I was installing today, so I worked all day for free.
Oh,
so
that's
fun.
even worse.
Mm-hmm. Son of a bitch.
Right. Sorry to hear that. Shit.
The spare
Right?
truck that I drove this week, I got back in and my boss was there and he's like, "Oh, how do you like this truck?" And I said, I hated it the last time I was in it." And I said, "Now it's got a really bad vibration." He goes, "Oh yeah, we think it's the tires." And I'm like, "No, it feels like a drivetrain." So he got his overalls on, he's crawling underneath and he's wiggling all the U joints and stuff. And then he got to the one hanger bearing, and it had an inch of play in it. Yeah, they're supposed to be solid.
Yeah. That's the funny part is a lot of people don't look at the rear tires when they see a vibration at 95 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. But it wasn't a continuous vibration. So if it was a continuous vibration, I would have said tires. But I looked at the tires and they were all brand new. So it's like, okay, well
I drove one truck. It was an older Freightliner, and the guy was telling me that he wanted to do a wheel alignment,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, something didn't make sense. And so when they finally they found it was a bushing in the rear drive line. That was actually the problem, not the actual, not the actual front end. It was the drive line had bad bushings,
Yeah.
and so it was vibrating.
Yeah, it felt like my pickup truck has a bad U joint, and at certain speeds, you can feel it, and then it disappears at other speeds. It just depends on how fast the drive shaft is spinning, and that's what the truck was doing. And he's like, "Oh no, it might be just the way the tires are," and I'm like, "No, the way it's working, it feels like a drivetrain."
Yeah. Don't ever accept the first answer.
Yeah. Well, I've been driving truck for 21 years now, so I've had lots of U joints go and
you get it.
and shit. Yeah.
Guess what? I've seen this before. It's not this. It's that.
Just like when an injector went, they're like, "Oh, it might be this or that." I'm like, "It's an injector."
Yeah.
I've driven Volvos enough. I know how they react when an injector goes, because they all do the same thing every time.
Diggy, 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 diggy. Diggy, 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 diggy.
And with the newer ones at lower loads, the computer can keep up with it and smooth the engine out.
So then it doesn't go diggy, diggy, diggy. It goes diggy, diggy, diggy.
It runs normally. It runs normally because the computer is actually balancing the engine.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you put it under load, then the engine or the computer can't keep up with that load, and then you notice the injector or the injector, the injector messing up. And of course, with all the particulate filters and DEF systems and all that stuff, it doesn't smoke. Because back in the day when they were all before the particulate filters, you get blue smoke or white smoke or whatever, and then you knew you had a problem.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, where they don't do that anymore. And we thank California for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
California.
Yep.
The Canada of the United States.
Pretty much.
But yeah. But the last injector that went, the nozzle broke off and went through the turbo, and screwed all the fins up.
Yeah,
in the,
that's
exhaust
kind
side.
of not good.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It still worked, but it was throwing a code after that.
Oh, good for you, because I had an injector throw a code once and it derated the engine.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so I'm pulling into Chilliwack, pulling up at the dealer going, hey, guess what? I got to run the Canyon and your engine says it's fucked.
Damn.
Yep. My boss is like, "We'll try and get it back to Calgary."
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off when I'm doing 10 kilometers an hour up a hill.
Yeah.
But
Oh shit.
just like
Yeah.
my boss asked me, is like, "Oh, are you good to go one more trip with that?" Because he paid to get a plastic put on the window when that window blew out on it.
Yeah. Are you willing to do another lap? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he figured the window, that plastic was still on there. It barely made it to it barely made it from Kamloops to Vancouver. And I put it up, and I'm like, well, maybe the glue that they used to put it on
Didn't
set.
work?
And it set, but it pulled the whole trim and everything off.
Oh,
And it was
God.
violent. It just poof, gone. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna stop and look for that 'cause it was dark. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's,
Wow,
I get a
there's
laugh.
a blast from the past. What up, Rain Falls?
Oh,
Wow.
no way. That is
Wow.
a blast from the past.
Yeah,
Wow.
well said.
Oh my god, that's incredible right there.
Yeah.
She got to get applause for that one. I got to give her one of these. That's my shit. I don't usually do sound effects and other people's shit, but she got to get applause for that. That's family over there,
How you doing, girl? It's been years.
Yeah.
right? Years. That's crazy.
But Truckman, yeah, I grew up in Cass Creek. I got sisters in Kamloops. So when you stop at the Versatile or down at the bottom of the hill at Kokanee, my youngest sister is literally, when you take the exit to go to the Petrocan and all that stuff at Kokanee Way.
Yep.
If you turn right, my sister's like in that subdivision right there.
In that little trailer park that's
Yep.
okay.
That's where my youngest sister still lives.
Right on.
So I see that and I laugh because over the years, the number of drivers I've met for lunch, you know, of all my friends, whenever like if I'm in Kamloops and they're like, "Hey, I'm passing through soon," that's where I meet them. When it was Denny's, Uncle Jack's, a bunch of different restaurant names that have all
When it
been
was
at that.
When it was the Flying J and
Yeah,
it was
all
just-
the different
just a
versions.
shell and
Yeah, all the different versions. I've met so many truck drivers at that restaurant. Like one buddy of mine, he
we
used to
probably
be a,
nodded at each other walking
Yeah.
through there.
yeah, and you know, like you know, even the Versatile top of the hill on the camel near the scales on the top side of the hill.
Mhm.
You know, I used to when I would take holidays. I would shuttle tractors for my buddy, and I'd be heading through those scales all the time. And so of course when I see your videos and you're going through those scales or stopping the Versatile, or there's another guy, Trucker Josh, he'll post videos, stop at those scales. I'm like, yeah, you know, or the Versatile. I'm like, I recognize that spot. It's
Yeah.
like quite funny.
I liked it when they had that shell card lock at that Cozy Clean at the top of the hill there.
Yep.
I used to go there all the time because no one ever went there.
Yeah. No, because I hate to say it was kind of inconvenient. It's not an easy in out.
No, it wasn't, but there was never anybody there. So
Yeah, the pumps are empty, but it was still a pain in the ass to get in and out of.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they had fast pumps.
Okay. The little things, right? You know, whereas my buddy, he was more concerned about the car wash just down the street, you know, because they had the deal he could get, you know.
Well, the thing that sucks now is you can't park even like before in like Salmon Arm. You could pull at the hilltop. Tim Hortons
Yeah.
used to be able to pull on the off ramp to the turn there, and now there's no stopping signs and everything.
Yeah,
And as
no.
soon as you stop, you got a ticket. You get a ticket
Yeah.
now.
And, oh, yeah, that's been the biggest challenge through, like you won't see it because you don't go north through 100 Mile House and stuff like that. They're the same way. Is you can't stop anywhere. Cache Creek has a Husky.
Yep.
And you start heading north, your next truck stop's not till like Williams Lake, if you're lucky. And even Williams Lake is a frontage road. No, everyone hates stopping through there. You're literally not seeing anything till Prince George.
Yeah, and when I first started, you could see a pull out and you'd be able to get into it. Like I used to stop at Three Valley or the last spike all the time and take naps there because no one ever went there. Now you can't even get in there because it's plugged full.
Yeah.
If you get in there,
I've got in there on a fucking motorcycle and not been able to park.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
crap.
ridiculous.
Yeah. No, like it's just when you go through BC, the tourist areas are not meant for anybody. It's just, here's a tourist trap. Even Three Valley Gap, I've stopped there to spend the night at a hotel, and me and a couple buddies had to like jury rig our motorbikes into like freaking passageways because they're out of the way of cars. Yeah, Krugaliki and all those other spots, like they're not like we've parked not in normal spots because there was no space available.
Yep.
Yeah. No, touring in BC sucks because of the traffic.
Well, the Skyline's not there anymore either. It burnt down.
Yeah. Is it? Really?
Yeah. And it's 4-lane now, so they don't have that stupid overhead bridge right there either anymore, which is nice.
Which one?
That one right at the Skyline. There's that stupid little blue overhead bridge when it was 2-lane. And then the Skyline was right after that at Craigellachie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the Skyline burnt down about 6 months before they started to build the new bridges.
Yeah.
And we're like, did they do that for insurance purposes? Got a better payout?
Yeah. Well, you got to look at pubs like the what's the one in Malacqua there? That's made out of the frickin' old.
Oh, the burner.
Yeah, the burner. Oh my God.
The old chip burner. Yeah.
Yeah, they put a chip burner beside the highway and called it a pub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the thing is, Malacqua and the speed trap that always lives there.
And it's funny because I remember driving along and actually going past, I'm like, that looks so cool because it'd just be glowing at the top and there'd be little bits of sparks coming out in the dark, right? But no, we can't do that now. That's polluting.
Oh yeah, bad juju. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like I hadn't driven the canyon for a long time, and that's changed so much too recently. Like a lot of the buildings are abandoned now, and it looks so run down. It's almost kind of sad.
I remember it from the 70s. So
yeah,
you want to talk about a difference? Yeah.
Or even last year when they tore down the Glacier National Park Lodge.
Yeah.
That was that actually kind of made me upset because for 40 years going to Calgary to visit my dad and stuff. When I'm 3 years old, that thing was there, right? And and now it's gone.
Yeah. Well, I remember back when, like, before the you're going, we had used to have a Petrocan at Rogers Pass,
Yep.
and
they
it was
tore
like
that down too.
Yeah, now it's just you got the tourist trap of the look at our touristy shit, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they got no stopping signs up there too.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. I still pull over. If I got to sleep, I'm sleeping. And I'll tell
but there's nowhere else to stop. Like
I'll tell a cop to fuck off.
Well, the thing is, a cop who can write you a ticket, you're going to go to court and say, where else could I stop?
Yeah. Where else can I stop? Anywhere in BC.
Yeah.
Because at 9 o'clock at night, all the actual truck stops are full.
Yeah.
9 o'clock at night.
There's no place to legally stop but legally I'm required to stop. What should I do?
Well, that's why I burn my ass through and then get my 10 hours in the yard.
Yeah.
And then 10 hours back, or 12, 13 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on how the roads are. They're starting to get sort of better now, so it's...
Yeah, it's time of year, yeah. Other than the top of the Coke every now and then will surprise you.
The Coke has actually been good. Rogers Pass is still getting
Yeah.
hit pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I always get a kick when I, having driven the Fraser Canyon so many times, when I take people through there on a bike,
Yeah.
they can't figure out why I slow down and let a big gap develop on certain stretches. and then of course we hit the Snake Pit, bottom of Tank Hill, and it's like, if you're southbound, and if you've let a big enough gap go and you time it just right, you can hammer through there at like 120. And then you catch up to the people in front of you at the bottom of Tank Hill, just a passing lane, and you just go flying by them.
Yeah. That's why I actually emitted that out of my video, that last video that you commented on when I went through the canyon.
Yeah.
Because when you're at the top of Tank Hill, you
Yep.
can look way the heck down and see that there's no one coming.
And you could, oh yeah.
And you
don't want to video that, yeah.
Yeah, I cut that out because that's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. No, I've gone through there. Yeah, I've gone through that stretch at 90 kilometers an hour.
In a straight line.
Yeah, pretty much.
From
Because you
guardrail to
look ahead
guardrail.
and realize I see no lights, therefore nobody coming.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, doing that in a motorcycle at 120, 140, a lot more fun, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while since I did it, so I think it's 40-kilometer corners.
Oh yeah. If you're meeting another B train in there, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're like knocking trailers together.
Yeah. Yeah, I did 80 through it that day, so
Yeah.
like I said, guardrail to guardrail.
Yeah. No, but if you on a good day, if you meet another B train through there in that specific spot, there's certain corners, depending on exactly how you meet that B train in there, you're fucked. There's no good way for any double trailers to go through there.
No. No, if I'm going south, then or east or west, I guess, or whatever
Yeah.
which way. If I'm going south, then if I see somebody that's going through the pit, I'll wait at the first corner.
Yeah, you slow down. Yep.
Yep.
You got it. Yeah. No, I've been there, done that.
But if there's no one, hammer down.
Oh, fuck, totally. Oh, yeah. You go through there 89 kilometers an hour with no one coming. And that's the great part at night.
Now.
Going down Tank Hill, you can see so far up the river that you can plan that.
Yeah, well, you can pretty much see to the CP or the CN overpass,
Yeah.
and that's a couple miles down the road at least. Or
Enough to get you through the Snake Pit anyway.
oh yeah, even if
Yeah.
they're halfway to the Snake
Yeah.
Pit, you can still make it.
Yeah.
Unless they're hammering down too.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And if you ever on a
But
bike,
at that point, then you're definitely going slower when you're going through the pit because you know that someone's going to be there.
exactly. Yeah.
And just hope that there's no DOT or cops sitting
Yeah.
somewhere around there to see you do it.
Yeah. If you're ever on a bike, stop on Spencer's Bridge at the Log Cabin Pub.
Yeah.
It's everyone will complain about it, but if you're ever on a bike, stop at the Log Cabin Pub. Why? It's a biker bar that's never has anyone there.
Oh, really? Well, I get a kick out because they have the Bates Hotel there too.
Oh yeah, but it's owned by the same company that owns the
Yeah.
Log Cabin Pub.
I just get a kick out of the name.
Yeah, but the thing is it never seems busy, but it never loses money. Owned by Hell's Angels, and
Oh,
something.
really?
Oh yeah. No one even denies it. Like I was back there a couple years ago, passing through with a charity ride, and we stopped there, and like we bought a few beer, bought a few burgers, and like, you know, yeah, I went into the men's room where it's writing all over the wall, going, okay, it's been 20 years since I've been here. Okay, they covered over that section. You know, if you ever threw Spence's Bridge on a bike, you gotta stop at the Log Cabin Pub, because it's a biker bar that makes the movie biker bars look like shit.
Well, my grandparents actually owned a convenience store in Merritt, and I worked there one summer.
Which one?
Happy Valley Grocery.
In Merritt specifically, or Lower Nicola?
No, it was in Merritt.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So
turned at the sawmill,
Yeah.
and it was like 2 or 3 blocks in.
Yeah. No, I kind of know the area well, because I had a bunch of friends that moved from Ashcroft to Lower Nicola, and so we hung out in Merritt a lot.
Yeah, the old bridge and Spence's Bridge is no longer there either.
I know my cousin actually was the guy who took that down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his company out of Chilliwack was the welding company that took that down. So it was kind of funny because I had him posting updates on Facebook. I also had people, my friends in Spencer's Bridge, complaining about it.
That they tore it down.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's posting pictures about progress of tearing it down. They're posting pictures of, oh my God, they're tearing it down.
Yeah, but it must have been pretty decrepit.
It was. It was a very long one-lane bridge that we spent a lot of time going backwards on, because you get halfway down it and go, oh fuck, someone else came the other way. Who's going to give?
Yep.
Yeah. No. I used
Well,
to go to Lower.
I got to drive a car over it a couple of times.
So you spend much time on Highway 8 then?
I've done a few trips on it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun on a bike if you ever get into biking. If you get your bike there.
I drove my Mustang down it one time when I was working at my grandparents'. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then I drove the big trucks through it a couple of times.
I had a buddy from Ontario who wanted to ride the twisties of BC. So we're in Kamloops, heading for the coast.
Yep.
So I went 5A to Merritt, 8 to Spencer's Bridge, and 1 down to Hope. Let's just say,
that's a good ride.
yep. He didn't do too well.
It's like, what the hell are you putting me through? I didn't mean this twisty.
Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much it. He did not do well on the understanding of lean into corners.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of
Counter
stuff.
steer.
Yeah, this whole twisty thing was not going well for him. Yeah.
The worst that I did with the truck was, okay, well, the Coke was closed, so I'll take number 1. Well, number 1 was closed because there was an accident just west of Spence's Bridge.
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay, well, the Coke is still closed, so I took number 8 and then went 5A to Princeton, and then number 3.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's an interesting drive on 5A from Happy Valley or whatever it is there, or Paradise.
Yeah.
It's a nice drive, though. I wouldn't want to. And it was snowing like a bastard that day, too, and it was all compact snow.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to see some new road that I have never driven before, so it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, always entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Except my uncle loves that shit because he drives for Mario's Towing out of Princeton.
Okay. I encountered Adam last year on Highway.
Corzola there.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
working for Mario now.
Yeah, because that's my uncle Phil. When Adam takes a break, he actually goes down and fills in for Adam
Oh, okay.
because he drives from Mario's out of Penticton normally. He works at Copper Mountain Mine out of Penticton, and then on his 4 on 4 off, on his off, he'll work for Mario's.
Yeah, well, Adam screwed me up on one of the hills just past the CN. The hill when you go past the CN through the snake pit, and then you have the
Yeah.
CN overpass, and then there's that little quick hill that goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he screwed me up on that hill because I got halfway up the hill, and then I seen him. He was backing down the lane that I was in,
Yeah.
so I had to stop. And then he goes, "Oh, do you think you'll make it up the hill?" And I'm like,
Get the fuck
Probably
out of my
not.
way, you idiot.
"Yeah, probably not now that you made me stop on the hill."
Yeah.
Because I was watching trucks and I was watching
Yeah.
them go, and I'm like, okay, now it's my turn, so I'm gonna give her crap. And I had good momentum, and I would have made it. No. Oh, there's some whole shitloads of backup lights coming down the hill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember that video. Yep.
yeah, and then he called me an idiot
Yep.
because I didn't have my chains on. I'm like, well, you know what? If you wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have had to. I would have
Yep.
made it.
No, I remember that video of yours last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I sat on that hill for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then when the cops came, I had all my chains on, so he didn't give me a ticket.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're chained up, so I guess you're going to wait until because it's supposed to warm up and it should melt later.
Yeah.
And then the VSA was dumping sand underneath my truck, which was really nice of them. They didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time they went past, they'd get really close and just fire the spreaders underneath the truck. And then finally I got enough traction to get going again. Yeah, I was not happy with Adam that day.
No.
Especially after he called me an idiot. And then he's like, well, I'll wait here to see if he can get going. And he's like, man, fuck it. So I called him on the VHF and I said, hey, I can't make it up the hill. He's like, well, no, I've been here for 7 hours and blah, 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 and I'm going home. I'm like, you know, you're bitching about it, but that's the job that you want to do. Like,
Yep.
so, okay, whatever. But it turned out my truck, the diff lock wasn't working on that truck that day. So all I had was a power divider. So I'm sure if the diff lock was working, it probably would have
You
been
would have been
different.
fine. Yep.
Yep.
You'd spin more tires.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, folks, this has been fun, but it's 2 in the morning here, so I'm
Wow.
going to go to bed.
Well, all right, man. It's been good talking to you, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good to talk to you, Deadnut.
Yeah. And like I said, random jump in on a chat because shit happens, but last minute I saw it happening, so I figured I'd go for it.
Right on.
So you guys have fun, and I'll talk to you later.
You
Sounds
betcha.
All
good,
right,
man.
take it easy,
Take
man.
care.
Bud.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Dead Knot.
Here we're talking about truck and stuff. Sorry about that, Prairie.
Oh, it's all good, man. I didn't have any particular topics in mind for this one anyway.
Winging
There
it.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
So is your work picking up at all?
I've been pretty busy the last couple weeks.
Well, that's good.
Yep. Hopefully it stays that way. It sounds like it's gonna for a while anyway. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a lull for about a week, but
Well, you can come out and do my countertops then.
I'd be happy to. That's a bitch of a commute.
Well, I got a fifth wheel you could stay at.
Perfect.
Now, this year's a new refrigerator for the house, so
Oh yeah.
Oh.
it's just a matter of figuring out which is going to be the most reliable.
Quarterback and a goal.
because they're not built the same way they were about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How the fuck do
We
you
found a used one at a store locally, and it was $500, and it was kind of what we're looking for. But I'm like, yeah, but it's used, and they're only giving it a 90-day warranty. But the
Yeah,
price was
91
nice.
days later, something's going to go wrong with it.
Yep. I'm like, I'd sooner spend the money, get one that has a 10-year limited warranty. I know you probably have to pay the guy that's going to fix it for you, but they probably pay for the part or something. I'm not sure how those warranties work, but
Yeah, I couldn't say.
I guess I should research it like I'm researching all the other stuff I want to buy.
How many of you guys find yourself saying, "This some bullshit" recently?
I don't say that, but I go, yeah. Or, ha ha.
There you go. I'm trying to get this stupid Google Play thing to run at work, and I can't yet. I never played with this. Or I don't know if you got. I use Google Play for my music, so I just never usually use it on the PC. But it's fucking hella nice that it just comes up and all my shit's already on there. But I'm trying to get it to work with the Stream Deck, and that I can't figure out.
Oh, yeah. Technology.
Yeah, right. It got the pop-out player. I had to get a pop-out, but I just can't. When you push the button, it's supposed to put a code on the thing and you copy it and it ain't showing it. I'm like, you motherfuckers. I don't know what else I would need. I don't know if there's an app, because this is kind of in the browser. I'm thinking they need something in the computer is my guess. I don't know. Crash to 43, cap to 63. But it's still cool that I can listen to my Google Play music, though. Well, like on this side, I'm listening to it, right?
Yeah.
Normally, I
still
had to
haven't
hook
done
my
anything
phone
with
up to the mixer to do that, is what I was usually doing, which is, wires and other shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I downloaded that banana thing and the
Oh, yeah.
virtual cable. I still haven't installed it.
Oh, well, fuck.
I've installed it. I can't figure it out.
I'm about to say, give you some time. I don't know. Well, we'd have to have a private one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. When you figure it out, it's simple. But first, getting it going, no, you're gonna fucking headache. You're gonna be cussing and all kind of shit.
I've been
Especially
looking
when
at
I was
other
doing that shit in the
mixers
stream.
that are meant for podcasting and stuff like that too, and I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting too, because they have the sound. You can do your.
Which one, the Procaster or one of them Zooms?
I was looking at the Zoom, the
Oh, yeah.
8-channel one, and that it's
Yeah.
pretty similar to the Podcaster, except for it
Yeah,
has a
exactly.
few less. The touch screen. It doesn't have the touch screen, but
Yeah, right. That's what make that.
but it has more
Procaster nice.
channels, input channels, and they're actually the dual XLR and TRS.
Yeah, and a TRS. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have.
Yeah, and I
line
looked
or-
at that. I just had to ignore it because I don't really need it, because I got
Well, neither
everything
do I, but-
separately. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Why I couldn't look at it, because I already got a mixer for one. Well, I got everything separate, right? I ended up getting the fucking the little recorder, the Zoom H6, and then I got a fucking mixer. And so that's kind of having those two built in one, right? And so,
Yep.
yeah, for me to get all of that, it's basically replacing something I kind of already have. It's just a little sleeker, So yeah, I had to look away from that one, because it's like I don't need that. Only way that would be good if I was still in the travel, like if I was still traveling like I was. Then yeah, the Procaster. Well, one of those I'd rather get that one because it had the recorder built in. Then one of those.
Well, the
would be
Zoom does
good.
too.
No, that's the one I meant. The Zoom.
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they both do though, don't they?
they both
I think
do. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that's the point. Like, I'd be able to be in the hotel on the road. Or
I think
whatever,
the only
record
difference
podcast.
between the Procaster and the Zoom one is the Procaster you can actually connect your phone to it.
Your
via
phone,
Bluetooth,
exactly, easier. The Bluetooth, exactly.
Where
'Cause
this
the
one
other
but
you
they
still
give you
gotta
the
use a
proper cable to.
Yeah, and because it's not that hard, but that Bluetooth is pretty slick, and you can
Yeah.
control and do more.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the biggest
So-
benefit deal, and that's if you wanted that or needed that, So
Yeah, and the way I have my
Yeah.
setup right now, it's working pretty decent. So
That's what I'm saying. It's so hard. That's gear lust, right? You look at all this shit, you don't really need it.
well,
I
the
haven't-
gear that I'm really more interested in is the tube compressor and a
Oh, yeah.
multi-effects processor.
Oh yeah, because you guys doing the you talking about for music, huh?
Well, yeah, I can use it for both. I could use it for music, or I can run them through auxiliary channels. And when I mic something up for this kind of stuff, then I can.
Oh,
have
for the live, yeah, live streams.
I can
and-
have
yeah.
a gate and a
Exactly.
compressor so that it smooths out my vocals, so it's not spiking. I can move back a bit from the mic. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
right. Yeah, I want to get that. That's another one that's been in the background. I kind of forgot about it. I'm glad I forgot about some of this shit because mine is because it's the FS I think or SF86. It has all this shit in one little rack unit. And,
Yep.
But yeah, it has the compressor. Except they call it expander / gate because it's kind of they got a gate, but the expander worked a little better. And then yeah, it was all that shit in one unit basically. And for me, it worked because the problem was it was only one channel. When like other things be having hella, you could plug in 4 or 5 channel. Well, usually I see 4 channel. I think they got 8 channel ones. But
Yep.
is the point that was the only so-called downside. But for me, I'm only using one mic. Like even all those other inputs when they start talking about these 8 inputs, all that, I don't need all that shit. I'm not using all. Usually I got one mic, right? Technically I got 2 because I got one I use for podcasting and then I got this one I use for live stream, right? So that's 2 fucking channels. And then I got the phone going in there, which now I told you I'm to the point I don't even use the phone no more because I done got this voice meter thing working.
Yep.
And then, yeah, in theory, I don't even need this mixer no more. The voice meter, I just wouldn't do. I love a hardware. I love the fucking knobs and all that shit. But I ain't barely even using it. It's just used to plug that fucking mic in and give it phantom power, and
Yeah.
maybe a little EQ, and that's it. It's pretty much
See,
because like
the
I said, I
mixer
was
that
using the
have
phone.
has phantom power, but this mic has a power supply for it.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
yeah.
I don't need the phantom power for that. And then all my other
Exactly.
condenser mics that I have, they won't work unless they have a AA battery in them anyway, because they're older schooled ones.
Right.
So it's like, well, I'll just throw a rechargeable AA battery and it'll last a year anyway before I need to recharge it.
Exactly.
Even if I forget to turn it off. So it's like, what do I really, really want? Well, I know I want a new guitar and an amp. So those are priority. And then it's like, well, a couple other outboard gear. Yeah. So
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't have enough guitars, man. You need more.
Oh, there you go.
but I'm going to buy my dream guitar this year.
Nice.
Yeah. I've always wanted an actual Gibson SG. So I'm going to buy the bare bones one. Because I just can't justify. I don't see the point of having all the fancy neck banding and the fancy inlays. I just want a player guitar. I don't want a wall hanger. So
Yeah, there you go.
and it's gonna have a satin finish. So if it'll wear out quicker or whatever. It's a playing guitar, not a showpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of these collectible Gibsons are like, wow,
They're
in price.
beautiful, but Jesus.
They're beautiful. Like, oh yeah, if I won $1 million, yeah, I'd have some really nice guitars that I show people and never play them.
Exactly. I really miss my PRS. That was a nice guitar.
Yeah, those are nice.
A lot
I was
nicer
actually
than
going to
the
buy
one I
2
got.
guitars. I was going to buy an Epiphone Les Paul, but I'm like, you know what? For the same price, I could buy 2 pieces of outboard gear.
Yeah, there you go.
And I only have 2 arms, so and I have probably 10 guitars here now. And I can only play one at a time, so it's like, well, buy a guitar that I really want, that I've wanted for a long time. And a new amp, because the amp that I have pisses me off.
I love this amp.
Well, what I heard you playing earlier, that sounded pretty good. So
Yeah, it's got a really nice sound.
you said
It's
it was
only-
a Vox modeling amp, right?
Yeah, VT20X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the Hughes and Kettner 18 watt Valve Master, they call it. or Valvemeister or something.
Uh-oh, Rocket. Came out.
But it's nice because they have this system. It's called the Red Box, so you can plug it directly into your interface, and it has a cabinet emulator,
Oh yeah.
and then you can turn your output completely off, and it has a built-in dummy load, so it doesn't overload your tubes and stuff.
Oh yeah. Just sitting there on and not doing nothing yet.
Yeah, not putting anything out to a speaker, because that can screw up an older school amp, right? So
Yeah. Apparently, even with this one, because it's got it's not a full tube amp, but I think the preamp is a tube.
yeah,
So yeah, they say don't leave it on. So
well, mine that I have right now, the Marshall, it's got a tube in it, and it's on the preamp side or whatever. It's the valve state, and I don't play it. I turn it on and let it sit for 10 minutes before I even start playing, because it'll fade in and out and do goofy shit for 10 minutes before it actually goes, oh, okay, you want to actually play? Yeah.
well, there you go.
And I've taken it apart and resoldered shit inside of it. And I'm just, I want something new. So,
Yeah.
and that Hughes and Kettner, it's 3 channels, so it has a clean, an overdrive, and then a lead, which is basically your really high gain channel. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I
it-
like the gain or the overdrive kind of sound as opposed to the full
What
on
you
distortion.
doing?
yeah,
For me, finding the right distortion without it sounding too fuzzy is really hard, especially since it's just a small amp. I'm not really cranking it,
mm-hmm.
so you stay too low and it just sounds fuzzy.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about even the hybrids, because yours is basically a hybrid because it has a tube preamp.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about those is you can run them lower volumes and still get the high crunchy sounds that you want.
Yeah.
That's just like the other time when we were kind of playing together, and like I think my volume's on 2
Yeah.
on all my channels on this one because it's 3 channels as well. And it's, I don't know.
Well, you're pushing a big cabinet too, though.
Yes.
So,
My
yeah,
God, this bike is slow.
you can't really crank it up and sit next to it.
No, and it's kind of behind me, but this microphone picks up everything. I'm surprised my kid isn't yelling playing video games.
Other way.
And that's kind of why I want that FX processor, because it has a gate on it, so I can run a gate and then it'll cut him out unless I'm talking, right?
Oh yeah.
CHP.
Oh, it's taking forever. I'm so slow.
Are you Starsky or Hutch?
I can't believe they took that off Netflix, man. I love that movie.
I'm maxed out. That's it. That's all it's got.
The
This
new
guy's
one?
funny.
Yeah, oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Fucking Dax Shepard always cracks me up, but he kept chewing those pills, and they really like amplified the sound of it.
Yeah.
Fucking got me every time. And then they took it off Netflix, the bastards.
I like it when they're
Idiot.
chasing those people up that hill. The one
Yeah,
guy's trying, and the other guy's just like, yeah.
yeah, that was some crazy shit.
My God, come on.
But the funniest was when he had to go in and take him and put him in the bathtub because it was raining.
Oh, I know where they're going. I know where they're going. I'm gonna head them off.
You don't know.
Come on. This fucking slow ass bike.
Did Rocket leave?
No, I'm still here.
Still there.
Oh, okay.
Back around at 510. Staying quiet again.
Yeah, beat me to it.
Ah, I knew you'd come here. Come here. Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, but
Whoa, Jesus.
let me just let it go. Figure that one out
Oh,
later.
insta brakes.
I have to
ahead
go
and
back and
figure it out
rewatch
later.
when I serenaded you, Rocket.
Huh?
I
You
have to
said
go
what?
back and rewatch when I serenaded you
When?
on your live stream there.
What,
did
when
you
you
do
was
that?
drunk?
No, when I was singing.
Oh, that was like, yeah. Wait, when was that? I forgot. Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm
bad
surprised that
days.
Road Rash hasn't showed up or anything.
Yeah, no, I'm almost getting worried here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Peaches let me know he's alive and well. Just
Oh,
had a
okay.
buddy came over that
I
he
had a
hasn't
buddy
seen
come
in a
over.
long
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But he'll probably be out tomorrow then with Ken.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna make it, Viper.
Damn it. Why did they do that?
Why is that bike so slow?
Oh, I'm right there. I'm chasing this guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm on it. I'm on him, but this guy behind me, he's just like,
He's just a passerby or pedestrian. Or...
no. I mean, there's another like cop following me, like backup, but he's like wanting to. He wants to get in front of me really bad.
Oh, okay.
So like every time I stop, I have to let him zoom by because, well, now he's stopping. Oh my God.
Because he'll hit you.
Come on. See?
And then he vanished.
Oh, I saw that.
Damn.
This is bullshit. I'm like, hella slow.
So is this all online?
No, this is through the game.
Oh, okay.
It's a modded version of the game, which is why I'm able to have like the realistic cars and.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh, yeah. I got another one. I don't know where you're going. Oh, Jesus. And I can't pit him, so I can only keep up with him until he crashes. I mean, I could shoot out his tires.
Do it.
Oh, there it is. Nope. Nope. I'm trying.
That's how you're supposed to be playing. It's the real way. Yeah, that's the cheat way.
Yep.
I
Shoot
be
'em.
talking shit. I just said
Shoot
that
'em.
I like the first person view.
No, they're coming. They're gonna get him right now. I'm gonna call in more backup, and they'll come in. Yeah, I should have like 6 cars now chasing him. There's another one. Oh my God.
He shook you. You gotta wait for them. They made it hella real.
I mean, at this point, I feel like we're going in circles.
You are. I'm getting dizzy. Was that a police helicopter too?
Yeah. That way I can't lose sight of him. I'm gonna cut him off.
Whenever I play this game, I'm always running from the cops.
If he comes this way, I'm gonna shoot at
Same
him.
here. I keep telling Viper he's missed his calling.
Oh,
He
he's
was
coming.
supposed to be a
He's
cop.
coming. Get your gun out.
Oh, you shot the
I think you
cop
shot the
there.
cop.
Did I shoot the cop tire?
It looked like it.
We got park rangers.
It looked like you totally missed the
Oh,
cop
it was
car,
about to
or I
be
mean
hit.
the actual suspect
Whoa.
car.
the actual suspect, and hit the cop car. You're probably like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we know where he's go. Oh, you know what? Go ahead. Oh shit! I'm gonna cut him off again. Since I feel like we're going in circles, so I'm gonna try and meet up with him over here. He should be coming back this way. Where's the road? Where's the road?
Still
Right
no
here.
pass.
Right here. Right here. I'm gonna be waiting for him right here. I know he's coming this way. No? Where's he going? Oh, he's going the other way. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Oh, this is going to take me forever to catch up.
You're a terrible cop, Viper. Just
We
saying.
went in circles 3 times. I figured we were going to go around the 4th.
You fired.
I am fired. Oh my god, come on now. I got this.
Disciplinary action.
Let's just hope I don't die in the process. Oh god.
Jesus.
I can hear the sirens. Move out of the way.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Come on. Like if I make the guy like duck down a little bit, I can get him to like 98. I get that 1 extra mile an hour. Where is he going? Oh my god, where is he going?
Slime Tooth Dope says you done lost him.
I'm catching up. Oh my god. I should stop by the prison and switch cars. Holy shit, he's fucking far.
I'll have to watch your new video tomorrow, Rocket Rider.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, I watched yours. Was that yours today? Losing inspiration.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going this way, he's gonna end up
That
in
was a
the
nice
city.
video though.
Thank you.
Alright, yeah, I'm switching. I can't do this.
So did you ever figure out why your window just exploded for no reason?
No,
Oh yeah, what
I
was up with
think
that?
maybe a rock, because there was a truck going past right at that time. And I think maybe a rock shot up from him, but I've never had that happen before. Like I've had
Right.
rocks hit the side window, but
Not like that, shit. And then start snowing right after that. That's fucked up.
yeah.
I look like my look and shit.
I need some more power. This is just, there we go. This is a little more realistic now. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, that's more realistic. 170 mile an hour on a gravel road, yeah.
Right. All a man on dirt.
Oh!
Damn.
And you'd be dead.
Yeah, and no,
Pretty
I'm
much.
good. Oh, I'm good. Life's
I'm
good.
good.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
There you go. And then he gets up. He is very realistic.
It's just a scratch.
There you go. Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, my graphic card is gonna take a shit.
Oh
Okay,
no.
where's this guy at? Oh, he's over there. Okay, I know where he's going.
How much? No,
I know I've
I'm way
asked
behind.
before. What's your
I think
graphics
I'm
card?
way behind.
What?
What's your graphics card?
Oh boy, that's a good question. It's like a. I'm gonna hop this freeway. There we go.
Yeah,
It's
just the
MSI.
good old boys.
Oh, okay. That's what I have. I have an RTX. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Hold on. I'll pause the game. I'll tell you because my computer, the side is exposed, so I can. Where's the graphics card? It's an MSI
It'd be the GeForce.
Fire Pro. Is that what it says? RE Pro. I can't read that.
Oh, it's on the side. Oh, that's a new one. Slime too dope.
Yeah.
RERO Rero or Arrow AERO. MSI Arrow. I don't know. I've had it in there for like a year now, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You say you can't shoot the tire.
had
Definitely
to
Viper
put. And
Cat.
you know what? Look,
Don't-
We're gonna
do
hell it
challenging.
cheat.
I'm
We're
about to
gonna
say,
hell it
yeah,
cheat
do
right now.
challenging. No, he said without cheating, do it with skill.
Yeah, the thing with my time lapses, I gotta figure out something that'll take the vibrations out.
Oh yeah.
Because when I accelerate, you can tell when I'm accelerating because it gets blurry
Oh yeah. Right.
and it
yeah.
bugs me. But it's like, oh, it was such an awesome time lapse. So
Look at my bike. I fell off.
Yeah, I
it.
think that's the
what the?
what the fuck?
Get back on that sucker.
Right.
Go on break dances.
That's a glitch. I
What do you
think.
call that? I forgot. When it's an error like that, what do they call that?
Oh,
Nice.
wasted.
I needed to stop it. Here, put your helmet on.
Yeah. Right.
Ah, you
That
don't
can
need
make
a
a
helmet.
difference, man. That's what I'm about to say. That can make a difference. He's crashing all kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm hella like not doing. I'm trying to just catch up to this fucking car. Oh my god.
Jesus. Oh, you actually died that time.
Yeah, 270 miles an hour rear end the car. I'm okay, but fucking 100 miles an hour into a freaking coin, whatever thing they are, and I'm dead. Anywho, that was fun.
You say you fired. That's what I said earlier.
Come on.
Yeah, the worst part about that video that I posted today was when my camera fell off the roof of my car, or my phone fell
Oh,
off
no
the roof of the
shit.
car in the gimbal.
Oh.
What
But
did
I had to put it in because it was like, yeah, that's actually, it's funny in a way.
Right. Oh yeah. Of course.
Thank God for the OtterBox.
Alright.
Yeah. Right. Fuck. That's a
You know,
scary
I
moment.
put. Hang on.
I didn't even see it. All I heard was a clack. I'm like,
Oh no.
that didn't sound good, and I run around
No.
like, ah!
Right. Exactly.
I had put my GoPro
It's
on
a
the roof
lifeline
of my
now.
friend's car in front of the sunroof with the sunroof open. It had a suction cup, right? The GoPro suction cup. He's like, I wouldn't do that. Da, da, da. Be careful. I'm like, it'll be all right. It's made for that, this and that. Dude, he accelerated just normal from a red light, and the fucking thing popped off and fell back in the sunroof. I'm like, yep, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Lucky.
Not happening.
Well, I mounted one of my GoPros to my back trailer one day. But there was so much spray, it just covered the lens so quick.
Oh, that's right. Real quick. Yeah. I mean, like.
But it was
MotoGP
back there
with the
for
little
15
rolling.
minutes. I'm like, oh, please let it
Right.
not fall off.
Exactly. That's how I used to feel when I used to run the one on the swing arm. There was one point I had like 3 cameras.
A
I think I
swing arm?
used it on one video.
Oh, I
think that was
remember
at
your
Father's Day
swing arm.
ride.
I remember the swing
Yeah,
arm
I
video,
had
and
a
you were like
swing
trying
arm
out the
one.
new camera angle.
Yeah, and I think that was the Father's Day ride. Whenever we went to the Twisties up there, like where Alice's is and all that, and yeah, I used the 3 cameras because I was riding with my buddy, so I had the shot from them from the back, and then I had 2 cameras, one forward and one on me. Pretty
Yeah, I
nice.
did again. I
You
saw you
missed
going for it.
him. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where's the shit? Thank God for the thank God for studio mode, huh? What's up, y'all? Got a lot of puffed. Hey. You gotta put a pause on it. That's how he says. He's like, "What's up, y'all?"
Yo.
And then he goes, "Right, 510 on 2 wheels again." Because I know that at 2 seconds you're thinking, "What do I say next? What do I say next?"
I know, right?
Haha.
That'd be an outtake then.
Exactly.
Usually I don't fuck it up too bad though. It's only been a few times.
No, that one time that wasn't
Oh yeah,
bad.
when it didn't come out. Yeah.
Caught yourself at the red light. Oh. So tomorrow I'm gonna be going on a ride with Sab,
Oh, there you go.
and
Lucky.
Yeah. Holy Jesus, that looks nice. Damn, that
What's
shirt's
that?
barely hanging
Whoa.
on. And
Oh,
pop
yeah,
out.
damn. Tig old bitties.
Boing, 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 boing,
Oh,
boing,
yeah.
boing, 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 boing. Hey, boing, boing.
Oh, yeah.
Motorboat, motorboat.
Yeah. Boing. So there you go. Why is this thing going so slow?
Like a rat fucking. Boing.
That took me forever to get it to work right.
Oh yeah. Wow, how you doing it? What
With
do
the
you got?
guitar effects pedal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Through the mixer and all that.
Through the mixer, yeah. Through the
Yeah.
auxiliary sends and returns.
Oh yeah, yeah. He ain't complicated. The Viper stupid. The giraffe porn.
You look like
Oh
you're
my
right into that though, Rocket.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There's more where that
Exactly.
came
Bomb
from.
chicka wow wow.
No, no, no.
Oh no way, there's Yo Yo. She
you
walked
doing,
in at
Yo-Yo?
the perfect time, man. Always catching us on the worst behavior.
That's pretty easy to do, though.
Well, that's true. That's funny because that's funny. She walked in right now with the draft. She's the one that asked me the giraffe question on my when I went to SCML, and I did the little Ask Rocket thing before I left.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually one of my favorite scenes. Was out the beach scene and shit, and then I answered her question. But yeah,
Jesus.
I call that my movie. You stupid. Fail.
If
He's like,
ever
"Come
there
here."
was a gift that depicted my fucking life,
He's like, hey, come here.
that's it right there.
He's
It's
like,
so hard.
he's like, hey, you sexy bitch, come here. Let me let me give you some. Here, come here. Oh fuck. Oh,
She's like, nope.
yeah,
Pretty
fuck,
much.
fuck. He broke his neck like doing that. All right, a 5-2.
Look at her puking emojis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's still playing.
I whipped out the other Viper.
Yep. Uh-oh, I think I done fucked up.
You got me fucked up.
I should try and chroma key it to the color of the beer. So
There you
it
go.
just gets smaller and smaller as you drink.
That'd be clean.
Red Robin.
So many toys. So, that was the other thing I was doing today. Tweaking on the. I mean,
Jesus
that's it.
Christ, you still
For me
haven't
to
put out that
actually
fire?
get on the computer was messed around and started. Oh, I finally figured out the fucking chat thing,
Oh, you
so I
did?
could put up my chat. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, because I couldn't really test it, but yeah, you had to go through that Streamlabs shit. Was the key. So
Stream Deck.
supposedly I'll be able to have a window that'll show the chat. Because the goal, you know, when we were playing those Pictionary games or those
Hey, we
those
should play
games,
one, no?
there's ways to make them. There's ways that the people in the chat can answer. Like the word, me and Viper were
Oh,
playing a
the
word
YouTube
game.
one?
There's another one we didn't play with yet. There's a word game.
The YouTube
And like,
chat?
yeah, remember how we was playing that game? But it was like you could have answered it from. Most of it works on Twitch. It's just the YouTube one for some reason I can't get to work. So that's what I'm hoping the Streamlabs thing have done. Maybe it really ties it through there.
What do you say we play
We'll
a
see, I don't
game? No? What do you think, Prairie?
Oh,
I'm down.
I don't even know how you
I
do
don't think we
that.
got enough people going. I mean, it says 8 watching, but I mean, no
Yeah.
one's inside.
I mean, there's
chat.
4 of us. We can
Well,
all.
and I don't even know if
participate.
I don't know. I don't even know how we do that. Yeah, like you said, that is true. Ain't really nobody barely watching. How many watching you say?
No, there's
8.
8, but
Oh, I'm surprised it's that.
me too, actually.
I know
Two
I'm one.
in the side chat. Me too, actually. I
Yeah,
got it on
me
my
too.
phone watching it. Yeah, they may be counting
We can
that.
start talking shit about people and drama, and that'll get the views up.
Right. Not really. It don't
There
seem
was
like it
quite a
worked
lot
on this
watching
one.
when Dead Knot and I were talking.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
no
up
shit.
to, I don't
Yeah.
know,
13.
12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah,
12 or 13. It's
For
one
Friday
of-
night,
doing the
not bad.
talking about truck and shit again.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
That's something I haven't even looked at that yet.
Yes.
TikTok.
I had downloaded, looked at it real quick, and was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
It's because it's like another thing. I'm like already. Well, I don't even barely put my videos on social like Instagram anyway. Like there's already like a whole nother little hassle. It's kind of it's not that easy for me, and don't have the time nor patience to even be trying to do all that shit. And that's for hot chicks. That's the whole point. If you're a chick and you halfway show your titties, then you're gonna get turned to the million view thing. It's just like everything else. Like regular guy get on there, you're not gonna. You got to be crazy. You got to do all this comedy, or if you got skits and stuff like that, yeah. But regular guys like us, whatever we're posting, nah, you're not really gonna get no.
Hey,
views or get
if anybody's got Instagram, check out Rocket's new Instagram. It's called G space Raf.
nothing. Oh, you stupid.
G
But
Raf.
yeah, I don't know about that TikTok. But for certain people or whoever's really using it though, yeah, there's a lot of people making a lot of money on that shit.
Damn it! I need to start making videos. Fuck.
Well, Hollermoto's picture that he posted right now is pretty nice.
Yo-Yo Wheel says it's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
Well,
Yeah,
if she
that's for
can't
certain
get
people.
some followers, then I don't know. We got no hope.
Oh, I know. All right.
So are we going to play a game, or I'm just wondering?
Sounds like I don't think so.
Yeah,
I told you it
I
ain't even that
really
easy. Remember, I do that for my stream. I don't know how he would have to set all that shit up. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's not nothing. It's not. You don't just go to the
I
website.
thought it was. Yeah, I thought that's how.
No,
okay,
I was
never
doing all
mind.
kind of shit. Remember, that was all kind of OBS and all kind of extra stuff.
Ah, okay.
That's why I remember when I didn't join, like the game just took off and ran. Well, there's a setting actually. You could set it where I don't have to be there. But
Rocket fucked up with his OBS when we were playing the game. He didn't full screen it, and we were all just. He's like,
oh
how
yeah,
the,
that was funny.
he's like, how the fuck are you guys getting the answers so quick?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah, I was
that
watching
was,
that.
I was
funny.
cheating so fucking bad. That's why I won every time. I remember the one. I knew you were up next, so I went on your screen and I had the answer before you even
No
started
shit.
drawing.
Yeah, I remember. I think I'm so drunk. I'm like, wait, how the fuck I see that shit? That was hilarious. Yeah, because I was after a while, I'm all tipsy, or half of us. I
That
think
should
we're
go
all there.
viral.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to clip that out or pull that out. Do a little short video of that. Just for us, I mean, really. Cause it
Oh
would be
my
funny.
god, it's 10:45. Fuck that.
It's 12:45.
That's only
Sex,
11:45.
Lucky it's Friday. Lucky I had to go nowhere tomorrow or do nothing really.
Yeah. I had to work last weekend. Almost had to work this weekend, but I got it off. So I'm gonna do nothing but fucking sleep, guitar, and play my drones.
There
Sleep.
you go.
Dun, 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 dun,
There you
dun, dun, dun.
I was almost thinking for the one for music stuff, we should have like an afternoon jam session or something.
Hey, that'd be
There you
cool.
go.
Yeah.
So that way you're not
I wanted to. I put in the Instagram that I can work any evening,
Yeah, I've seen that.
but,
But
no one's really putting anything in there. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick a day.
I
And then-
glance at the Instagram stuff, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like basically,
know
what I was saying
barely
was
on
I'm
there.
down to do it whenever. Just
Yeah.
someone,
But I'm
tell me
thinking
your
for a
schedule.
time to do a live stream of it would like so that way you're not interfering with other people that have scheduled live streams. In the in the evenings, right? You have see how it works as like an afternoon jam session with
Yeah.
a bunch of guys and just
I'm not
have some fun with it for an hour or so. And
Yeah, it won't be one of those ones where we go on and on for hours, but
yeah,
On and on and on.
that's just my 2 cents. Just
That makes sense.
Remember that song from the
Yo,
90s?
yo. It's 8 p.m. Saturday. You know that's my slot. She messing with me.
Remember that song from the 90s? On and on.
but if we had an afternoon, it'd probably be like midnight for her, right?
Right.
So
And I almost thought about moving that Saturday to like 5 o'clock. Just because it is like kind of the East Coast, like a lot of people on the
It's
so
more
far
catering, yeah, to everyone.
Were you
yeah,
on
they-
the? Are you on a swing
We-
shift again?
No, I mean even on the days because usually, so the old school I used to start at 7 because really, a lot of that was Cali. We was all West Coast pretty much. You see what I'm saying? And we had a couple of East Coast people who stayed up all fucking night. You know, so it was good then. But now, like most of the people is either West Coast. You know, we got the handful. East Coast and a handful of West Coast. So it'd be better now to start at 5 because the regular week I was noticing that with the one the other night, the Wednesday night one, because that one starts at 5 because it's a work night, right? So I started earlier because I get off if I do it 5 hours. That's at 10 o'clock. And then that one ended up more views, like I say, because all these East Coast people can get in there in the beginning, right? And then they're, oh, okay, I'm going to sleep now. And then we still get a lot of our people, by the time they get home, get settled in, and the West Coast and the Central will jump in. So you still get a decent amount. You get more traffic. So I'm starting to think about that. The only reason I used to do it before too later because it gave me a chance to do shit before. If I started at 5, that's pushing it, right? Then it makes a shorter day.
Well, you know, on the weekdays, like your Wednesday one, the earlier you have it, the less chances of me being there will happen.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't get
no,
up
that
till
one always be
10:30,
early.
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, exactly. Because that one will always be gone off by then.
Yeah.
Because
Because I caught it just at the end, and then I hopped in and I
remember
talked
that.
with Road Rash for a little bit after you went offline.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How long did you guys stay in there? I forgot. I was wondering that.
I think I talked with him for probably 45 minutes or so, and then
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went to hop in the driver's seat of my truck, and I accidentally hit the power button on my phone, and it turned the screen off, and I lost all my connection. I couldn't
Oh,
get back
that's
on.
right. Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's the part that sucks that you can't go in and out after.
And I couldn't get back in. I'm like, so
Yeah.
but it let me. It allowed me to text them through the private message or the private chat. So I'm like, hey, I don't know what I did, but I can't talk to you no more.
Look at you'll say I've tried to stream, but all you guys on winter are streaming 24/7, 24 bloody 7.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
been
getting crazy though.
Well, 2 ATVs have been like streaming randomly during
Yeah.
the day,
Like multiple,
shit.
yeah, during the day, the morning, yeah, they've been getting it in.
Yeah.
I can't do
Peaches
all that.
was
Well,
saying Road Rash should have a stream and then just have me come on with my dash or with my camera so it's facing down the road and road crash.
Oh,
or
yeah.
road
There you
rash.
go.
Road Rash can narrate it while I'm driving.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
pretty
go.
funny.
She said that was pretty funny when we did it on your stream.
Yeah,
Hey, I got a free thing to
He
the
was sitting there,
junkyard.
tar snakes everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go to the junkyard? It's
Look
free.
at all them tar snakes.
Oh, is that where that came from?
Free
Yep.
admission.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I
We'll
missed
wait
that one that
and see
night.
what happens.
I don't think I was.
I've
in
been
there
looking
yet.
for your car, but there's
I
nothing
think
cool.
it was
yeah.
Prairie Stream, and I was just popped in, and I was just getting into Delta and Vancouver or Surrey Delta. I was going down to Highway 17. I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'll throw up my dash or
There you
point
go.
it towards so they can see what I'm doing because it's more interesting
Exactly.
out the windshield than looking
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then I was hopping in and out of the truck when I was unhooking. I had it
Nice.
facing so that no one could see outside the truck there.
That's pretty cool.
I've had a couple of people say, "Oh, you should do a live stream of just you driving down the road." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't have enough subs to do it." So
Well, you could do it with StreamYard.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. I did that. I did it a couple times. I didn't like it because, well, for one, it's mobile, so half time the shit would freeze up and.
Yeah.
But then I started plotting on if you was to get crazy, yeah, I could just bring my laptop.
Well, I
and
got
then
a
at
I
that
got a
point,
warning
I
from my
stream it,
service
you know.
provider too because I was going on the extended
Oh,
part of my contract, and I guess I was on a bunch of areas where I was more on the extended, and they're like, "You being on the extended, and it's only meant for temporary use of the internet." And I'm like, "Well, then don't give that shit to me.
exactly. Yeah.
If I can't use the internet because I'm off of somebody else's tower, then don't let me be able to use it."
Yep.
Because I've been using almost 20 gigs of mobile data a month now.
Holy shit. That's a lot. Excuse me.
But I'm on the infinite plan, and that 20 is my high speed, and then I get bumped down to a lower speed.
That's what I figured. That's what they be doing with that bullshit unlimited. It's not.
But
really
I haven't
unlimited.
noticed a drop because they said, "Oh, you can hit yes, and for $36 you can get 3 more gigabytes."
Right.
Yeah, fuck you. So when are you gonna buy another bottle of Scotch Prairie?
No,
Uh-oh.
it's gonna be a while.
Right. He probably traumatized still.
Yeah, I think I got PTSD from it.
Hold on,
Just
let me go
thinking
get-
about
I gotta
drinking
get a little
scotch, I
snack.
feel hungover.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
We have to try tequila or something next time.
Oh God, no tequila. I never got on board that whole tequila bandwagon, man. That shit is just awful. Taste is like if I could have the most vile taste ever, that's
Yeah.
tequila. I don't get it.
Yeah, I can't even think of any other alcohol. Well, you drink what? Jim Beam, Rocket? Oh, he left. Piss break.
Like, I like
again.
whiskeys, like Irish whiskey, Scotch, rye. I really like whiskeys. But that's pretty much it. I don't mind vodka.
Well, I like rum, but I'm not into mixing stuff anymore because usually
Yeah.
you mix it with sugary stuff, and I'm trying to avoid sugar. So
White Russian.
Yeah, I like my booze straight.
yeah,
Where the fuck's this picture at? No, there it
I'll
is.
do rye and Coke, but that's it. Like any other Scotch or anything.
yeah,
Or
or rum and
vodka
Coke.
even, I
I like
just sip
rum.
it.
I love spiced rum
I don't mind rum.
with
But
Coke
it's gotta
though.
be
I have to
straight,
have it
though.
with Coke, and there you go. It's a sugary drink.
Yeah, I can't do rum and Coke.
But I do like Caesars. But those always make me puke after I drink a whole bottle.
Yeah, that tends to happen. That's my problem. Is once I start drinking, I just keep going, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I've gone way too far and started a live stream and don't even fucking remember anything.
That was last year? Probably before that, I don't know. Probably before I started getting into the live streaming stuff. I think I've been on a couple of your live streams when you're pretty inebriated.
Well, I used to get pretty happy, but this last one, that was really bad.
Yeah, and I seen that day I saw you drinking, and then it was like, oh, I'm so freaking tired because I drove all that day, and it was pretty late at night, and everybody went to binos, and no one was wasn't seeing any of binos, and I'm like, yeah, they're pretty boring, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. And it was like, oh, Prairie got totally fucked up, and we went to the early daylight. I'm like, oh, damn it, that would have been awesome.
Apparently it was. I don't remember it.
Well, it's just like when I had my bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
I remember somebody going, "Who's that behind you?" And oh, that's my wife. Yeah, here, have the bottle. Take it away.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you're online or not, or if
I
you're
don't
still
remember
live.
that. No.
No,
No.
I might have had
remember-
my camera off or my microphone off. I don't know.
You did have your mic off for the longest time, which was hilarious because you were fucking miming for some reason. It was epic, man.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that night. Well,
I should-
truck-
I know
You
I
had
could
the
probably
best,
go back and watch the live stream, but I'm
Yeah,
afraid
you had
to
the
because it'd
best-
be like, oh wow.
but you had the best drunk, like more entertaining. And I'm talking about in a good way, not like he was making an ass of yourself. That's the point. I mean, like, remember usually you get drunk, people get drunk and make an ass of themselves. But no, you was funny, like you say, with the miming and shit. He was like, he's muted, and he knows, and he's miming and shit.
Yeah,
We were rolling.
didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, that was a great one. That was another great moment.
You know, it's a
Another
good
great
time when
moment
you
in
wake up
Hangout
on the
history.
couch and go, wasn't I on a live stream?
Exactly. Like, how the fuck did I get
That's
here?
exactly what happened to me. I woke up like,
Yeah.
did I fucking stream last night?
Yeah.
I gotta check my channel. Oh my god.
Yeah, that
And
was
then you're
funny
like,
because we didn't even know
Oh
you were
shit!
streaming.
What did I say?
What did I say? Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. No, you was good too. You wasn't bad either. That was the other funny part. You was all stressed out and worried the next day, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, you didn't say shit. You was way like 10 times less than Truck Man. You were just still pretty regular. You was just hella laid back. I tell you, it was funny for me because you was critiquing everybody's channel and shit. But it was like an honest, good critique and shit. And, but that was it. That's what I'm saying. You wasn't even saying no drunk shit. You know. Y'all ain't got nothing. Well, I don't think I really. Well, yeah, I've said probably a lot of embarrassing shit on my shit. What am I talking about?
Oh, we've all.
I done
a
been
little
fucked
bit.
up.
I know
Whatever.
last year I
Whatever.
did some. I got pretty drunk on Filthy French Fries live streams a couple of
yeah.
times.
Rocket your camera.
Yeah, like I say, I'm tame now. I don't.
Like wake up on my computer desk and everything's turned off,
Oh no.
and then Google Hangouts is still going, and I'm the only one there. I'm like, oh well, it's not. At least it's not live.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've done a couple streams where it's like, okay, I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that. But, like the one I just fucking gave up and went to bed. It's like, because I can't remember who was on there. I think it was you and Viper. It might have been someone else too. But you guys were like having such a good time talking, and I'm like, I don't want to interrupt. I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fucking
Oh, that was
just
the other
left.
night.
I didn't
think.
say
You
anything to
talking about
anybody. I
the
just
other
went to
night?
bed.
You
Yeah,
talking
and I
about the other
stopped.
night?
I popped back into that one like 3 hours later, and Viper and Rocket were offline. And good thing you had your like lights going and shit.
Yeah.
You could probably watch you sleeping.
Right.
Watch Prairie Boy sleep.
I think someone said they came on and could hear me snoring.
Yeah, that's funny.
You probably got lots of use for that. Just people like, what's going on? Something gonna happen?
Yeah, Yo-Yo says she messaged you on Facebook.
Hey, check this out.
Wait.
Ford sues a bunch of Canadians over GT supercar flipping scheme.
Say that again?
Yeah, that's
Ford,
what I said.
like Ford, the car Ford, sues a bunch of Canadians over a GT supercar flipping scheme.
I don't even know what that means.
They're flipping supercars.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you more information on it. Hang on. Over an alleged scheme to flip the car for profit. According to Ford, the 2018 GT didn't stay in Canada for long, as it was resold within weeks of delivery to a buyer in Europe. It doesn't really talk about. How much or anything. I have an iPhone.
Hey, truck man. I need to pee.
You already peed.
Nothing about his graphic.
Rocket, your camera's on.
No, it's not.
Damn it.
You talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, not gonna fool him.
You see my camera?
Yeah, I see the giraffe.
Oh god.
I told you I got the little window down there. I see the feed. I always know what's but even if I don't, I got the button and I can tell which camera is on just by looking at the stream deck. So or which scene is on. If I'm on that page at least. But yeah. So no, you can't trick me.
But I can make
You
you.
say I almost got a TV studio over in this motherfucker.
I can make you flip your cup and dump your alcohol until you're. I can make you do that.
That was funny.
Well, that was interesting. How did my cup have?
Oh, don't remind me. You just reminded me. You know, I lost some. That reminded me, and I didn't even get none again.
Hey, don't remind me. Oh, that just reminded me.
No, the fucking bitch at the grocery. I got alcohol the other day. You know how they got. You see me? They go to get it from the cabinet. She comes back. I'm just bagging my shit up. She never put it on the fucking thing, and I fucking obviously spaced it and forgot I even got the shit until I get home. I didn't realize that shit till like 5 hours later when I'm like, oh, let me get a drink. And right there they hit me like, I don't remember bagging no drink. I'm like, motherfucker, it's already over. There's no point even trying to go down there and be like, hey, you forgot to give me my fucking alcohol.
You didn't pay for it,
It's like,
did you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The problem is, Lucky is hella cheap. It's like it's way cheaper than where I go, but still, it's just the point. It's like, damn, pay attention. I mean, even if I'm not paying attention, how the fuck she the one ring it up? How you gonna ring it up and then put it behind? You're supposed to ring it up and put it on the fucking conveyor belt, right?
Yeah.
Because they
Probably
put
did
it
that shit
behind
on
them.
purpose.
She
Get-
might have.
get
That's what
herself
I
some
had
free
first
booze.
immediately thought. That's what I thought. Because
So
I
they
was
put
like,
it back on the shelf and resell it again.
well,
took it
no, like
home?
what he said. No, she took that shit home. I guarantee you.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Because that was my first thought. Yeah, that's how they scam people. Because if you ain't paying attention, you know, you just keep trying people. Somebody gonna slip up. You know, it's busy. You rest because maybe you got to bag your shit and do all that. So you go
So maybe
back.
it's
pay
good
for
we
the-
can't buy it at a grocery store.
Yeah, sometimes because if they're not paying attention, because they put it on that right next to the register while they wait for you. But like I say, this case is stupid because I'm at her counter. So the moment she gets it and scanned it, you're supposed to put it on the fucking conveyor, not on her thing next to the register. You see what I'm saying? So she spaced it. She probably spaced it if she didn't do
Busted
it on
her
purpose.
rocket. She was hungover.
Yeah. Or a long day, end of the day, you know.
They call that
And I
dumbass.
just was like, all right, I'm just not gonna buy none for the amount of days I would have had that bottle. Because I refuse to go back. Because that's like the equivalent when I dropped that one. But at least I was drunk and fucking got an excuse on that one. This is just end of the day, tired, rushing, spacing, you know, just craziness. But also, like you said, it's because you can't just grab your own fucking bottle and put it in the cart. That's why it is. This lady is the middleman between me and the bottle, or the middle person.
Red Robin. The awkward sound of silence. It sounds like somebody, like fans are going on.
That's what I thought I heard.
That's all my shit here running.
Yeah, it's just like it sounds like computer fans just running.
You might be able to hear my computer fan too. It's right there.
Like the diesel.
No, mine are pretty quiet. so-
that sometimes.
Here, I'll mute mine.
No.
Later, Rick.
No, I still hear them.
Yeah. I
bet
think it's Prairie.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Try it.
mute.
Mute. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a hum. It's a hum. I don't know if it's a fan, but
Well, it might be because I got my gain turned up so high too.
Yeah.
yeah, probably that.
That's all good though.
Yeah, that went away. Whatever you did.
You know what's funny is my
Oh, you
headphones.
muted it.
Yeah, my headphones they vibrate when bass hits. So like loud noises like gunshots, car crashes, and he kind of like bass. The headphones vibrate, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
For a gaming headset. And just now that doom, my whole head just rattled.
Oh no shit.
Oh, I was like, oh,
Right, you get to experience
There
the
it
live
is
stream.
oh.
Actually, I
Let me
have a
see,
high
does
pass
mine do
filter, so mine's probably not even
Did
that
that
bad.
do it?
No,
What about this Viper?
No, barely.
No.
I just hear it like it.
Also, my shock mount's working now.
So I have a high pass filter on mine. If I turn it off, it's probably really loud.
Oh
No,
yeah.
you're pretty
Well,
good.
technically, I got a high pass filter
Okay.
on the mixer too. They got the little low cut because I need it in here.
Yeah, I think it's cutting it
I
at
forgot.
80
I also got some other
80
shit. I
hertz or
got a
something.
gate. I got the gate. You know, I can't even hear myself. See how the
You're a
I got the
gate.
little compressor going on the
You're a gay.
I got the compressor going on the voice meter. I hadn't really fucked with that too much, but I can't really tell how it sounds, so I can't say.
Canadians saved
have to fuck with
Denmark
it.
from Soviet
But
occupation.
I have seen the gate in work. It eliminates a little bit, like especially when we had kids and shit playing outside that one time, and I was able to use the gate and kind of kill that off, keep them from triggering the mic.
Oh my God.
Fuck my
Panera
face is
Bread
killing
has
me.
been testing out the subscription service in several markets over the past few months, but is now rolling it out nationwide. Unlimited refills for coffee.
I have no idea. I don't even know nothing about that. I see them here and there.
What's up, y'all? Rock Rider 510.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You know
just
it-
glad
you know it
I
took me
figured out
two-
the mix minus on my mixer. That's all I'm
Oh,
glad.
Yeah,
my
mix
there you
minus
go.
is huge.
God,
It's fun to
that's so
even
good.
learn once you figure it out. I tell you, next time, basically when I teach you that voice meter, you'll see you can do kind of a mix minus, but you're just doing it digitally. And then you'll see what I mean later. You won't need all that. Well, we always want to play with our gear, but there's a way to do it where you can use that thing for everything. You end up not even needing a damn. Like I said, I just use the mixer for the mic input almost now.
Well, I like the mixer because I can monitor you guys and I can monitor myself just with the LEDs and shit. And if
Yeah,
I
that's
want to
what I'm
mute
saying,
myself,
see.
I don't have to do it through StreamYard.
Yeah, of
I
course.
just hit the
Yeah,
button,
exactly.
right? And it
Exactly.
probably doesn't do any clicks or nothing. Nice and quiet.
Yeah, and that is the other. I don't mute mine, but I just turn the volume down right there. That is the only other thing I'm using in the mixer. Well, like I said, it's a little EQ and then that low cut filter,
Yeah.
and then in there, and then but yeah, other than that, yeah, all the shit from this, like you guys are coming out of the this stream. You can pick the output.
Yep.
So the output of the stream, you basically put to that cable input, that virtual cable you put in there. You put the output to the
virtual
of the
cable.
stream to the virtual cable.
Oh,
And so that's an
okay.
input to the mixer now. It's that second channel. You can set it to that second channel, right? And then so right there for me, that's just the sound coming out of the stream only, right? And then for my mic, however you got you have your mic plugged in, it comes to that first channel. And so for the output, basically you hit that, I hit B1, but you put the mic to output. And then so you can set that one of these channels up with the desktop sounds, and you can
Yep.
set one like with the browser sound. So that's how I'm able to play my music when I stream. I know, shut up, you fucking me up. But that's how
Fucking up my tape.
hella rude, yeah.
Screwed
But
up
no,
my tape.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, but that's how you play your music from the browser, and then so it's coming out. That's a output.
See, what I got to do is
and-
I got to get the adapter so I can run the stupid iPhone 10, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Into my mixer.
Oh yeah, just a regular TRRS into the quarter-inch thing.
Into the lightning.
Oh, you got lightning. I forgot you're talking about iPhone. What the hell am I talking
have
about?
an
I ain't got a
iPhone.
damn jack. Yeah. See, they be screwing y'all. That's the
I
other
need the
reason I don't like
adapter.
Fucking
Yeah,
up
that's
my
the other
face.
reason I don't like iPhone. Making y'all buy extra shit.
I gotta
Can't
buy
get
the
no
extra
made in
shit.
China shit, proprietary shit. I just don't like. I didn't like Steve Jobs. I don't like Apple.
Yeah.
I don't like none of these Silicon Valley. We down here. We live all this Silicon Valley shit. Would be nice, pretty software to other people. It's like literally like fucked our life up and fucked the whole Bay Area up to where I can't afford to live here and got to get out. And just like everybody else who grew up here. So for us, some of that should be another level of personal, right? They're
Yeah.
not just it's not just a Google. You guys just see Google and you use Google. I'm by that motherfucker, or we drive by the buildings every day, or matter of fact, they just bought one of our buildings. You see what I'm saying? That kind of shit. So it's a little more personal.
We record a lot of videos right by my company too that I work for.
Oh, is that right? You said I do?
You do, yeah.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
You're always by their sign.
You mean recently or a long time ago?
Oh no, a long time ago, not recently.
Yeah,
Because you're usually
around that
down
time when
at the pier.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
talking about when I was? Yeah, exactly. You mean when I was down in Silicon Valley a lot doing it? Yeah.
Yeah, when you're on your lunch break or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of those be some of those little companies. Yep.
Yeah.
But there was a few times I went for some of I was around the bigger companies. But yeah, I know that's crazy. That's like me. I have to. Well, I don't film by my
11,
job.
11.
Usually. I don't film nothing that'll show my sign where I work
Thank you.
either. Or if you notice, I never talk about it or say nothing.
Yep. No, you're not talking about them, but you're just by their sign.
All I know is all
Yeah,
I
It's
want.
like, oh, you're torturing me, you bastard.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
No, I don't mind the company really.
Ba-da-da-dun-dun.
I've been with them.
I know what you mean.
I
though. You
don't.
just don't want to advertise that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
I don't
really
work
know?
directly for them. I work for a contracted.
A contractor. Yeah.
Do you know? Do you really know?
Work for a contracted service provider. That's what we call it.
Rocket Reader 510.
But yeah, well, maybe see. I be want to have. We might have private ones. There be times I be want to have. Because like I said, I guess if people complain or however they go. But you know how we would title the stream either as that. It would just be. But usually since it's only a couple of it, I think they say you and Prairie. It's only a couple of us trying to use it. So. But yeah, I could show you a thing because it's easier to show you. I watched a few videos. There's certain videos, but there's certain videos. It was only one video I found that really explained it right. Like there was a few, and they're all saying the same thing, kind of. But it's the way you explain it or way you see it. Because it's remember that night and I was getting all mad. I was like, no, you don't get it. It's the ins and outs and outs and the ends because it was fucking.
Yeah.
You're changing shit. What is an input is now an output. You see what I'm saying? And then to get this output,
Well,
you need
it's
an
just
input.
like
So it was
when I first got on the
stream.
stream, I forgot to push this button, and then now you hear yourself, right?
Yeah, and shit like that. And then how to send you out. Yeah, you have all those problems with mix minus and
Yeah, because that's
So-
my mix minus button. I just push it, and now everything's good.
yeah, exactly. You're not sending that one back through, and so you
Yeah.
have those problems. And then the rest it was just the other hard part is that because what I said is easy to understand. Remember, you just take inputs and you got virtual inputs basically going to that mixer. So that cable, that virtual cable is the key because we would take that out from the stream and into the virtual cable. So that's on like channel 2. And then so they got other inputs, the 2 other inputs, right? And then so that's the ones, like I said, you could take the browser and then you could take the desktop. And
Well,
the way
that's-
you do that is you go in your sound settings. And in the sound settings where it'll say input and output. And then that's where you would change it. Like the browser, you change it to say the mixer, they call it virtual, like aux input. So you change it to that. So now when the sound goes out of the browser, it don't go to the desktop basically. It goes to that aux input. So that's going to the top of that aux input. And then from there, I know, and why you doing? I'm trying to explain.
I
shit.
love you, Rocket.
It's not funny, nah, but that ain't
No,
funny.
no.
You need to stop doing that shit. But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, because I'm over here in a state where I don't remember shit. That ain't funny.
It's all right.
But anyway, it's the point of you brought it at that as an input, and now you'd hit the buttons to say where you want to send it. And usually one of them is your headphones, so that's A1. Like most things go to your headphones. And then you'd use like the B1, and that'll be your output. So that's where that music. Remember I said you got a mic coming in. Oh, so here's the other part. So in StreamYard for your input, you end up taking the regular mic input, but that output you do in the virtual cable out. So now you're hearing that, but you're not sending it back. So that's like a mix minus in a way. See what I'm saying? But then you're sending the mic. That's the B1. And if you want to send your sound effect, like if I said the browser was one, you could put B1 on that one. And then also my desktop, that's how I use the Stream Deck, and I could push a button and make a sound on the computer, but the computer sound comes and it goes to you guys. See what I'm saying? So that's how you're able to send stuff. All of this stuff, I can play any sound on my desktop. I could play again. I could open up Google Play music, whatever. And so, yeah, I'll show you guys. Again, it's just how we would set it up, and then after that, maybe when you watch videos when you already got it set up, then you're like, oh, because again, it's kind of hard if you just try to figure it out.
Well,
'Cause
that's
it's
why
Windows settings is the key. Is going in there and you have to change all these defaults. What was default just to go to your headphones, you have to change that shit to go to like the virtual input. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be some weird.
That's
things
kind of
on-
why
on
that the Rodecaster and the L8, the Zoom L8 or whatever it is, kind of interested me because it does that automatically.
Well,
In a way,
no, not
from
really. No,
what
not
I'm
for what we're
seeing,
talking
because you
about.
could it was saying that you could play shit through your browser, and it would mix minus it as well on those channels.
Oh, because that's USB, huh? That's right.
Yeah, so you could send your USB from your browser. So if
Yeah,
you're
that's probably
playing,
going to be the same way. But
Yeah.
this is like I say, this is keep saying that this is doing all of this without hardware. Is the whole point to this thing?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In theory,
and I have lots
and-
of hardware now.
yeah, and
And
of
like-
course, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say it's a choice of we all like to play with our hardware. So that's why it sounded didn't sound right. But we all like to
we
play
do.
with our
We
hardware.
get you, though.
So
We get you.
So
I'm not
yeah,
doing it
so
right
you don't
now.
really be wanting to get rid of the shit. But like I say, for me, some of the little conveniences of streaming is where it's coming in at. You see what I'm saying? Because like I say, I can play whatever music right now. I can play my copywritten shit in my headphones. I don't have to plug my phone up. Usually I plug my phone up to
I
the
just go on YouTube.
to
You
the
guys
thing.
can't even hear it. I do it all the
No,
time.
I'm saying even doing any of that. I'm saying like
See, right now I look at my mixer and go, dang, I wish I had more channels that I could run mix minus through, because then I would play some music that you
NG.
guys couldn't hear, but I could.
yeah, exactly that type of shit. And being able
Because
to
as soon
lower
as
the
I start
volume.
playing anything off my iPod, you guys are going to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. And so in this way, well,
'Cause
even mine, I could.
I thought if I
well,
bust it just through my
Little buddy, yeah.
control panel or my control room setting, that you guys wouldn't hear it, because if I turned off the main outs, but you guys still hear it. So
wait, you should be able to, because I could do that on mine.
Out.
I tried, but it
Oh.
I mean,
doesn't.
that's what I was doing. It's the same as the mix minus. It's that
I heard that. Oh.
I would play it. You just wouldn't send it over a SYN. You know
Well,
what I mean?
Yeah, it's just through the.
You just bringing it in the input and it's just coming down to the fader, because you only got your mic going out for the mix minus, right? You just that the mic is going out the SYN.
You're not the only one.
You know what I mean?
Well, I have my. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Shit, I have my. Can you still hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's that you just don't send the music, basically,
So if I.
right?
just-
Because you're
this
gonna
is
bring your
non-copyright
audio.
Perry. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that though.
Okay. Yes.
But it's because you.
Now it's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Back.
Can you hear? There.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still there.
Yeah. So
Off.
why? Because I turned it off.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
It's that.
Now-
So, like I'm saying, it's that you just don't send it over a SYN, right?
You don't send it over a SYN.
Can you hear it there?
Negative.
What's up?
No.
Negative.
No.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Negative.
No.
Oh, perfect. I just.
Is it what I was saying in my Ebonics?
Now, I'm just looking at my mixer and like, what fucking button did I just push?
Don't you hate when that happens? You
Yes.
figure it out, and you're like, yeah, what did I do? And then you like have to
Oh, okay. Because now, if I push those, now you hear it.
Yes. Because
Okay,
that's
now
it's
you
what
don't.
I'm saying, right? Is that you're not sending it to your auxiliary SYN, well, either auxiliary SYN or whatever
Oh.
SYN they have, or
Now I feel like an
Right.
idiot because that was so simple. It was just two
Yeah.
extra buttons that I pushed.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. There's your channel.
well, there you go. At least you figure
So
out.
now I
you
can listen to
fucking-
my music while talking on the stream, and
Exactly. That's why
unless
you see
Prairie
me
Boy
over-
plays some music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you see me over here. Well, when I'm in mine, I'm getting extremely drunk. Then I'm over here I'm fucking nodding my head over here, bumping my shit. Because, nobody can hear my shit. And I'm over here bumping to the music while everybody talk or do whatever they're doing, you know?
I just
So
do
now,
too.
okay, just if I hit that, now you hear it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, let me turn my camera. My bad.
perfect. I found
Yeah.
another way to mix minus shit out of my fucking awesome.
There you go.
That's
So
called-
all it do. So that's what
Thank
I'm
you,
saying.
thank
with
you
the-
for your
with-
help.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You would do with the They got a way to do that virtually, and you would end up just playing out of your browser. You see what I'm saying?
So I don't
And
need
then
to
what it-
buy that then because I have all the shit that I need here.
That's what I was telling you. I was saying. Remember
It's
that
just
was
a matter
making
of
it all
learning
one
how to
package.
fucking use what I have.
Have exactly, and
Yeah.
then later you'll see that one is just because it's well, like I was saying, it was
I don't
more if
know.
it was for portable. If I was traveling, then since it had all the record and I could do all that in one shot.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what I mean, you're still plugging it up to a computer, but I'm saying it's one unit. This shit got all kind of. I wouldn't want to disconnect all this to take it on travel. It ain't that one. You can put in one case and you good. You know.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Why does
Love
this
you,
feel
man.
like it's falling down all the time?
Oh, you said 15-minute warning.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Thank you for helping me figure that out. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. No.
From my side, it sounded like you figured it all out on your own.
Well, no, because I can't hear what's coming back from the actual what's sending
Oh,
to
I
you, right? Because I hear myself and I hear what's
Mm-hmm.
coming to me from the computer, and I hear my iPod, but I don't know what's going back to my computer to go to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of mix it in my headphones so that I sound the same level as you guys, and my music sounds the same level as everything else. So,
Well, there you go.
and just two little buttons that I pushed.
Nice. What are you? Is that a? How is it getting in the computer? You doing a USB interface, I assume, or is it a straight USB mixer?
You know, it's really funny. I have my main out going to my auxiliary
Huh?
one on my mixer.
Do you want me to come with
And
you?
then I have a mono channel going out to a fast track, M Audio fast track, which is going back into the computer and to you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you got
Because
a
I
mic?
tried to use the line in and StreamYard wouldn't recognize
Yeah,
it.
no, they wouldn't recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I tried
Oh,
to
so you mean you
plug
got
it
an
through the
audio in on your
microphone and
computer.
it was like just really fucked up. So I'm like, well, okay, well, I have this, so I'll try this. So it's going to a line in through my
House.
M Audio fast track, which it only has a mono out
Nothing.
or a mono in. So I know Road Rash was saying it was pretty quiet. There is an actual
Hold on.
a gain that I can change on that mono out to adjust its line out. But really, when you're doing the stream, probably everything comes out through mono anyways. So
I think it
Fuck, you know
does.
that, I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
remember.
think
I want to say it would
OBS
too.
does stereo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would want to say. Or it's like a fake ass stereo, two mono tracks together or something.
Yeah.
because all my input channels are mono, and I'm coming through both headphones probably. And I never changed any settings in OBS. Well,
That is a
OBS
thought, huh?
doesn't matter anyway. So
Now that is a thought, huh? That all of our mics are mono.
yeah,
Yeah, somewhere it is probably getting combined to two tracks.
so
Because I know
if
the
you're sending
recorder,
a stereo
my recorder
signal,
does
is it
that.
really worth sending that?
Well, you tell me. I mean,
I don't know. You tell me.
If you play music, I mean, if you was playing music, then it kind of does. But even
Yeah.
then again, that fake track is kind of good enough after a while because it's not. Usually, our music ain't that directional anyway, right? Like, so it wouldn't really matter.
a gun
You don't
lock.
really need a sound stage, basically,
Gun
right?
lock.
You just need something to be equal in each headphone.
It's a gun lock for my.
I know because I had to do that on the podcast a lot. The podcast, I end up with a mono track, and I end up making it a stereo track. And I do all this in Audacity, and Audacity just break it to two separate mono tracks, and then I do everything from there. But then some things like my Zoom, the little Zoom does it by itself, I believe, because I don't think that's the mic. I think that's a mono lav mic, if I ain't mistaken. And then the Zoom makes it two tracks.
Oh, okay.
So that one's a little different.
What Zoom
Yeah.
do you have?
The little H1N.
Okay, yeah, I have the same one.
Yeah, I mean that's the one I use for like vlogging when I'm doing when you see me with that little lav mic.
Yep.
So I had the little H1N. It's hella small. I put it in my pocket. I can just have it right there in the pocket. So you walking around, all I got is a little lav mic sticking out. But that's the,
When I first
I
got-
still
I
got my
bought the,
old. This
I
is what I
bought the
used
big-
to use.
I bought the big dead cat for that for the N1,
Oh yeah,
and I just would stick it in my pocket with the dead cat on it, and I could walk in
Yeah.
like a windstorm, and you couldn't hear the
Right.
wind at all.
yeah. Those dead
But you could
cats
hear
are
me
great.
perfectly, and I was like, that was pretty decent. So
Yeah, I need one of those for my or for that little lav mic. It just make it look ridiculous because then I got a big ass cotton ball right here. It made me laugh. Well, yeah, you know camera conspiracies.
conspiracies.
Yeah, exactly. He be watching. He do that shit on purpose, like being
I got the
silly
big
and
pom
shit.
pom on my neck.
Yeah, because
just like my hat.
You got a big ass fucking cotton ball rabbit tail on your damn. So that's the only reason. Because it was a couple of vlogs that damn near pretty much is almost ruined technically because it was wind noise. And then I did some little tricks. Again, lucky I told you I process my audio now for the vlogs. Well, not the moto vlogs though. Moto vlogs, that's all out GoPro baked in shit. But
So,
on the vlogs, I take that shit through Audacity and do the same thing. It's all the shit I learned for the podcast, basically, all the compression and all the other shit. And I'll do that. And so that's why that audio come out way better with that one.
cock.
Well,
Oh,
now
but that was
you
the
guys
point.
aren't
You can get the
hearing,
wind noise
I
out a
can
little
play
with a low
whatever I
pass.
fucking want now.
Oh yeah, no, right. That's what I was saying. That's what earlier I was playing my copyright shit.
So
I
you
was
see
like,
me-
yes,
Well, how come you guys don't
yeah.
see how I do it? I can mute. I can mute the whole stream by just right clicking on the tab and just go to mute site. But then I go to my YouTube. I just play whatever I want. I could play right now as I'm talking to you. You can't hear it because it's going through my USB through my mic.
Well, we can all do that. Like, I could play anything on YouTube right now, and it's not going to feed back through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're using the banana thing?
No.
No?
No, it means like regular. If you was just to open a tab and play it, yeah, you can play a tab.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's put. But what Bananometer is helping you do is that you could put the audio from that tab back in the stream. That's what you can't do, Viper.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, you can't play YouTube to us. See what I'm saying?
I mean, I could.
Yeah, I mean, of course, no, we share screen, but I'm talking about like streaming wise. So that's what it allows you to do is that you be able to.
So
even for him,
he figured out what you're saying is he figured out what I was trying to figure out the other day.
well, no, he got.
But I still can't play anything from my computer to you guys because it'll still
exactly.
It'll still loop back because it's sending
and that's
everything
the problem.
from my computer.
Yes, you would feedback,
Yes.
and that's what you heard me that night being like, God damn it! I remember me to start arguing with Road Rash because he didn't get it. It was
You
that I was
get
trying
this
to do
effect
that.
going. Even though
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
hear it, you guys hear it.
We hear it exactly, and
Yeah.
so that's what was happening to me in Voice Meter because it was hard to figure out how to
and
get.
then you probably
how to
heard my
hear you
music
guys.
as well.
Yeah, you know, it was like they couldn't.
And
I
now
couldn't
you're gonna
figure
get
out
a
how to hear you
copyright
guys without
warning.
that. Yeah, and then you get strikes and shit. Yeah, so but with
Sorry,
Voice
Perry.
Meter, you're able to do that. You'd be able to play a
Yeah,
tab.
there's your copyright warning.
No, your
Yeah,
music wasn't
exactly.
playing, dude. You're
Oh,
good.
it wasn't? Okay.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, so that
I was wondering what he was
Mix
talking
minus-
about. I was like,
oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome
Yeah.
mix minus going there.
Yeah.
X minus.
Yeah, so basically you'd be able to do that in your browser. That's what that Voice Meter
Yeah,
would let you do. You would end up hearing that, but it's not sending it to the stream. But then you're receiving the stream on another channel.
Yeah.
So you could turn the stream up and down. Like that's another one you can't do right now, right? You can't without a mixer, I mean, you
I
can't
just need
change
the
the volume of the
adapter,
stream.
and then I can play stuff. I could search it on my phone and send it to you guys, and play it
What's
through my
that?
phone. If I were to,
What's-
with the mix minus, I could find something on my phone that was non-copyright. If I had the adapter, so I could run my
Oh, that's right. That damn
because
Apple
this
shit.
is
yeah,
a 10, right? iPhone
yeah,
10,
yeah,
the 10R, the cheap 10R, the cheap iPhone 10R.
right,
Still $1,000 phone for me. But
right. I know they kill him.
that's why I freaked out because you saw that last video where it fell off the roof of my car.
Mm-hmm.
That's retarded. I'm sorry.
Auto boxes are awesome.
Yeah, that's
Auto
what
boxes.
I've always had an auto box on every single phone that I've ever had. Every single one.
It
of
was
them.
worth
Like,
the $50 because it's not even it's just a slim one too. Eh? It's not a big fancy one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a slim
Oh,
one, and it
I have-
landed right on the corner.
I have
Yeah,
the
That's what happened to me when I'm
You
talking
should
about
be
my
able
other
to see the
case.
mark where it landed.
Right.
I have the Defender on mine. I got the big one.
And the 10R is it's glass front and back, so
Mm-hmm.
that was my. Oh shit! I shattered the back because the screen was okay.
Right. Exactly. You can't even drop them on the back no
The
more.
5 was like that.
Yeah.
The 5 was like that back then.
If it shattered the back, I'd be upset, but at least you don't see it because of the OtterBox. But
Right. Exactly.
I would have known and be like, I fucked my phone
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. That's a horrible feeling.
But it did scratch the fuck out of my gimbal.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a couple of impact marks.
Right.
when
That's
I-
just war. That's just scars. It's war stories.
Yeah.
Battle
Help
wounds.
you for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
I forgot because it was something. That's what I had to say. I scratched. I forgot it was some piece of equipment that was like black, and I ended up like it almost was like a gimbal. It was something, and then I set it down on that either the trash or some concrete type shit, and then like scratched. And I was like, "Fuck!" And, and I had to think that same thing. Okay, there's my little war wound right there. I have to just let it go.
You know what? If
It's
it
not
wasn't
perfect
windy, it
anymore.
would have been fine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what a
Just
couple
a-
of mine was though. Was
Just
that
a
wind
giant
shit.
sail caught the wind.
Right. Yep.
And of course, I figured, oh, it makes some cool video just to see me taking stuff back from the truck to the car. But I didn't get any of that.
Right. I hate that.
Mm.
It's funny when you make videos like that because you get to the point you're always thinking that kind of shit. Like, oh, I can put the camera right here and I can get this angle. I put the camera over here and get that angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm everywhere. I'm thinking some shit like that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I almost jumped out the car the other day because I saw on the bus a little bus sign thing. They had like basically a cartoon lady with like a cartoon titties. Basically, I was
Oh,
like,
Nick,
"Wait, what
I'm
the
going
fuck?"
to
It's like, hold on, I almost got to get this before this disappear. Like in this era, in this liberal ass fucking Bay Area, how the fuck they got a basically woman titties up here?
Wait, what ad was it?
Did you get it though? No.
I don't know. No, I didn't pull over. I'm gonna have to go back real soon. Like,
What
cause
ad was it?
Oh fuck yeah.
no, I mean I don't know if it was an ad. I don't know if it was somebody's street art. I don't know. They just had it framed in there perfectly. It was on the fucking bus thing. It can't be. I can't believe they would have an ad like that. That ain't
Where
there.
would it be? I'll Google Street Map it.
Oh fuck. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you that.
Well, for me, that the high pass filter
Because for one, I don't want to
works.
spoil
So
my video. You forget it says content,
Oh,
YouTube,
I
entertainment.
I know if I
you-
turn the high pass off and I
steal
tap
a
my
show.
desk, you can probably hear. Can you hear that?
Hello?
Yeah, ticking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyone there?
If I turn it off, can you
yeah,
hear?
we hear you.
A little bit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not as bad though.
No.
no, not as bad. They lowered.
Yeah, so it helps.
Was that the gate or low? I mean, high
It's
pass?
a high pass filter.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's,
they do
it's
work.
cutting it at 80 hertz or
I
whatever.
about to say 80 hertz exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that on the mixer. I tried
So-
it out. It do work. You can tell it lowers it.
Yeah, it just cuts the really low rumbles out.
Yeah, that's also good for like the AC. Like I got a heater over here, and when it was cold, that heater come on and you'd hear that. But with the hurt,
That's-
that would cut like a lot.
That's
of
probably
it out.
what's cutting my fan noise out too.
Exactly. Yeah, and then
And when my
you
furnace
outside,
my furnace is really loud, so it probably cuts that out as well.
and
But I
then when you
still want
outside,
I
it's the
still want a
wind, too.
compressor.
Well, yeah, no, that's different though. But yeah, when you outside, that helps with the wind too. If you ever got your little recorder, if they got one in there, you use that too.
Yeah.
Wind and like kind of car noise or road noise. Yeah, that's all the shit I tweak on anyway. I always been an audio guy. That's why I told you with all this. Well, podcast was kind of full circle, but because it was coming back to audio with all this shit. You know, there's a lot of shit I've always been into, and always knew anyway, right? It's like so a lot of the terminology, a lot of the stuff I already knew. You know, it's just coming back full circle again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You look
Well,
like you're
it's
ready to
that
pass
time,
out now,
guys.
Prairie.
Time to
Yeah,
shut her
no, it
down.
is. Yeah.
He's, you got to do 4 hours. Come on, you still have.
30
I
minutes.
don't know if I can get another half hour.
Right, we just stay off air. We just be the after party. Because I ain't gonna stay too much longer either. Because I'm gonna end up. I got another half hour maybe. Well, it don't matter because I can sleep till whenever. But
And
yeah,
I've drank my limited beer, so
Yeah. I can hardly keep my eyes open, just burning, looking at the screen.
exactly.
Anybody in the side chat, thanks for coming out. We'll catch you guys on the next one.